All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends and let us do the good work for today. Yesterday we made a video answering the Muslims about Jesus not knowing the hour, and the video is not really taken down. It is still, you can see the link in Patreon. As we said before, we take it down from my account, but still it is all over. So if you go to Patreon, this is the easiest way. You will see in the front page, you click at the link, you will go to YouTube. So for those who did not watch the video, which made a few hours ago, you can click there and you can find it. Now, 3 reasons Allah cannot be God. And when I say 3 reasons, does not mean really this only 3 reasons. We are trying to make the 3 reasons major headline, and those reasons will make us come to the conclusion. And I hope Muslims are listening, and any one of them he feel like those reasons are not accurate, please feel free. You can call me anytime. Just let me know and I will open my Skype for you so you can call me. When we speak about reasoning, we as a Christians, we don't speak about reasoning the same way Muslims they speak about it. Reason in Islam is silly. As an example, because I pray to Allah, Allah will give me 80,000 little boys to serve me. That reason alone is disgusting. I mean, what kind of reason? Because I believe in you. You abuse 80,000 little child. How that can be even a reasoning? The Bible said that from their fruits you shall know them. From their fruits. People, they can talk about reasoning as much as they wish. We can fabricate our reasoning for anything we do, but the major point is the fruits. People, they talk good, they do bad. People, they say something, they do the opposite. People, they claim something, but they are not. So the fruits is what is going to judge what Islam is about. The Islamic fruit, not only disgusting, it is inhumane. Because a human, in order to be called a human, he have to practice a humanity. And, you know, to practice a humanity, that's mean you have to act like one. Islam does not want us to act like one. Islam teaches us to revenge, to kill, to rape, to kidnap, to ask for ransom, to torture, to crucify, to cut fingers, to cut hands, to cut even tongues, even, you know, to put nails in the eyes. What is a human in that? And yet the Muslims and their reasoning, they say to you, Allah is the most merciful. I'm sure more of you, many of you heard Muslims saying that Allah is the most merciful. So let us discuss together why and how Islam cannot be from God. We will take it easy, step by step. First thing, the God of Islam is a sexual God. Everything in this religion is based on sexuality. And then this sexuality is been given to anyone who follow Muhammad, but Muhammad, he been given a special sexual privilege. Special sexual privilege. To the point Muhammad, he claimed that he is the only one Allah allow him to have more than 4 wives. He is the only one he can marry or have a woman in bed without permission of her parents. He is the only one who do not need to pay dowry. He is the only one who do not need witnesses to consume a marriage, to consummate a marriage. Well, you know, in Islam, if you don't have witnesses, there is no marriage. He is the only one, if his eyes fall into a woman, which means he like her, her husband must divorce her immediately. And here we notice immediately that there is no reason for anyone claim that he is following God to say that because Muhammad is a prophet, you have to give him your wife. And not only that, Muhammad convinced the Muslim men that because he is a prophet, Allah gave him a special sexual power, to the point Muhammad, he can go and have sex with all his wives in one night. And here you need to ask yourself a very simple question. What is that proving to us? Remember, we said from the beginning, from their fruits you shall know them. So Muhammad tried to convince us that he have a fruits of a prophethood because he can have sex with all his women in one night. And Muhammad, he told his followers that he have the power of 40 men. Some hadith it says 30 men, as we see in the screen. Chapter Sahih al-Bukhari, chapter having sexual intercourse and repeating it and engaging with one's own wives and taking a single bath after doing so. So Muhammad, he slept with all the women, and the Muslims are so proud supposedly that Muhammad, he is so good in boom boom, and this is the proof that he must be a prophet of God, because how he can do that? Anas ibn Malik said the prophet used to visit all his wives. The visit to do, if as you see, this is about sexual intercourse, the title, not visit to say hello. So he used to visit all his wives in a round, one round, one round, and during the day and the night, doesn't matter. And they were 11 in numbers. I ask Anas, had the prophet the strength for it? He said, we used to say that to the prophet, he was given the strength of 30 men. So, and you know, if you have my book 6 and Allah, you will see the Muslims believe that Muhammad have the power, or he will be given the power of 4,000 men in heaven. 4,000 men. 4,000. So the logic of Islam is that if you are a prophet, then you should be very powerful in bed. Prophets only can do that. And here you notice that this is a very, very sexual cult. Same time, all the reference prove that Muhammad, he cannot even have sex, which mean there is something fishy in the logic they are talking about. How his wife, she say in different place, as we see here, that Muhammad, he imagined himself having sex, but in fact he never did. So, and the Muslim, they say, oh, he was bewitched. He was bewitched. Well, he was bewitched, he was not. That will not change the fact that Muhammad was lying about how many women he was able to sleep with. Read carefully with me, please. This is Sahih al-Bukhari, as you see. Aisha, she said, and this is the wife of the prophet, not his neighbor. The prophet continued for such a period of time, imagine that he had intercourse, sexual intercourse with his wives. In fact, he did not. And here we have another problem. Muhammad, not only his miracles has no witnesses, even his sex, there's no witness for it. I mean, I understand that Muhammad is a false prophet, and he went to the 7 skies, but nobody saw him. He came back, nobody saw him. He went to Jerusalem, nobody saw him, nobody talked to him. He saw there 10,000 prophet, and each one, sorry, 124,000 prophet, and each one of them he have a donkey with him, and nobody saw the donkeys and nobody saw the prophet. Because imagine You know, a historian, they will report, I mean, Jerusalem was not empty at that time. They will report that we saw 124,000 prophet, 124,000 coming to Jerusalem in that day, and nobody saw them. I mean, this is bigger. This is bigger than the population of Jerusalem at that time, maybe 10 times. Not only that, Muhammad, even his sex have no witnesses. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Which mean he is not having sex. There's a movie, it's called The Perfect Host. You can watch it because that story is exactly about Muhammad. This guy, he write letters to himself. He hear voices, he talk to himself. He invite people to his dinner, but there's nobody there in the table. And then he have sex with them one by one. But there's nobody there. So how we can trust Muhammad, the one they are saying that he have a power of 30 men, and they are trying to prove to us, the logic is Muhammad, he have the power of 30 men because he is sponsored by God. And then we find that Muhammad cannot have sex. And not only that, Muhammad, he said that he was the most weak person between mankind. In what? In sex. And then I invoked my God Allah, and he sent me a dish, it's called al-kufayt. I ate it, and since then I got the power of 40 men. The miracle of the shish kebab. The miracle of the shish kebab. Have you ever heard of such a thing? So always when we talk about a prophet, Muslims, they have different view of what it's called a prophet. A prophet, he have to be a person who is good in sex. He have to sleep with all women in his way. His private part should not go sleep. Otherwise you are not a prophet. You cannot be a prophet. I want to show you this hadith before we move on. And actually I will use the translation of Google because it's in Arabic. Sadly, you don't, guys, you don't know Arabic. But still it will work. I'm trying to open the source. For some reason the website is not working. Okay, let us see. Okay, let us see this one. Oh, I know this website is not opening. Let us see other one then. Because I don't like to say something and I don't really show the reference. You know, the Muslim, they will say, well, he just said something, he did not prove it to us. Shabakat Sahab al-Salafiyya, the group of Sahab for the Salafi. Salafi is those ISIS and etc. Hadith number 4126. كنت من أقل الناس في الجماع حتى أنزل الله علي الكفيت فما أريده من ساعة إلا وجدته وهو قدر فيها لحم. I was the most weak person in sex until Allah he sent me al-kufayt, which is, let us use translation. All right. translation, it's very funny. Anyway, here it says that I was the last people in intercourse until God sent me al-Kufayt, and it was, and I want it in an hour. I found it, which means anytime he want to have sex, Allah, he sent him a dish of shish kebab. And then here he says, and after that, I got the power of 40 men. All right, 40 men. 40 men. Was Muhammad telling the truth that anytime he want to have sex, Allah will send him a dish of shish kebab, and after he eat it, he get the power of 40 men? So here we notice the sign of a prophethood is so clear, because if Muhammad is not a prophet, you explain to me where he got his dish, which making him dish of kebab, which will make him have the power of 40 men. That's impossible. That is a very clear proof that Muhammad is a prophet of God. So for those who suspect that Muhammad is not a prophet of God, obviously you've been defeated, and Muhammad, he proved to us with extreme powerful reference and miracles that he is a prophet of God. Forget about this guy Fahim, he's an idiot. He will not call me. He will play songs for me. So now, what is additional to that will make Muhammad a prophet? Muhammad married children. And you notice here that Muhammad, he have obviously a mental issue. Otherwise, what will make a man at the age of 54 even to be interested for a second in a child? She is 6 years old in the Islamic calendar, which means she is 5 years old in our calendar. What we share together, me and a child, if I am 54 and Muhammad is and Aisha, she is 6 years old or 5 years old, what we share together, what we will do together. Here you notice that what Jesus said clearly, from their fruits you shall know them. This is a golden, by the way. This is not golden. This is beyond gold, as a wisdom to always use it in your life. You want to know a person? The fruits. People talk good, you know, they dress good, they smell good, but they might be evil. From their fruits. And we will show you the fruits of Muhammad. Muhammad, not only he married 5 years old child, which is 6 years old in the Islamic calendar, and the Muslim tried to cover up. This is at that time children, they were mature. This is Saudi Arabia. My friend, Saudi Arabia is still there, and it's still hot, and actually now we have more global warming according to who claim of a global warming. Children's still there is a children's. We can go right now to Saudi Arabia and we can look at the 5 years old girl. Still she is a child. So stop fooling yourself. Now, Muhammad, not only he liked to have sexual relationship with the children's, proving to us that he is a perverted man, he was encouraging his men not to marry women but to have children's, and the purpose is to play with them. As you see here, a story about a person who his name is Jabir. Jabir, he was going in attack. He's a thief like Muhammad. He attacked the neighbors and now they are coming home. So Muhammad, he noticed Jabir that he is like rushing in his camel or donkey. So he said to him, Jabir, have you married? He said yes. He again, the Prophet said, a virgin or previously married? Look at this question. A virgin or one previously married? Here we need to stop a little bit. What is the business of a man to know, to ask you if your wife is a virgin or not? I mean, what about you ask me to bring my wife and she will take off her panty and you check it out? Are you getting what I'm saying, guys? What is the business of a prophet of God to ask you if your wife's private part is brand new or it is not? What's his business? The man is married, he did nothing wrong. This is what you need to know. He is not committing adultery, he is not sleeping around, he is married. So what's your business? Why you want to know if she is a virgin or not? Here you notice not only how silly he is, you notice how low he is. Imagine today you are walking, you met a friend and he claimed to be the biased man, the best man in mankind, and he asked you this question: is your wife vagina is brand new or she was married before? And you look like, huh? What you said? So if Muhammad is a prophet, why is asking such a stupid, disgusting question? What's your business? And look, the advice after that. He said, the man, he said to him, oh, a one who was previously married. Look at the evil, the devil. Muhammad, he said to him, why don't you marry a young girl so you can sport with her? What? And she could sport with you? What? Here you notice the proof of the prophethood. The prophet, he was not accepting this. I mean, what's wrong with you? Are you stupid or what? You married a woman, she is not a virgin and she is not a child? So you will play with who? Hello? The sickness of Muhammad reached beyond the sickness we knew. This guy is encouraging men to have sexual relationship with the children because they play with them. They are fun. So no way that Muhammad is not a prophet. Here you see the wisdom, and here you see the dignity, and here you see the amazing decent man Muhammad, who is making a man hate his wife just because now the man, if you listen to Muhammad, he will say, you know what, Muhammad is right. Why I want to do this? I was stupid. Why I marry a woman? She is a widow. I will go and get a child. Okay, prophet, I'm going to the supermarket. I will grab a child. She is 6 years old. If this is what make Muhammad a prophet, that's mean this religion is beyond stupidity. The man, he was a decent man, more than Muhammad. He said to him, well, you know what, my brother, he died and he left many little children for me. He left 9 or 7 daughters behind him, and I therefore did not approve the idea of bringing a girl. I prefer to bring a woman. Do you see what we are talking about, guys? I prefer to bring a woman, not a child. I have already 9 children to take care of them. I need a woman to take care of them, not a child, and that will make them 10 children. That is the prophet. Oh, forget, I did not say peace upon him. Too much peace. So sexuality in Islam is beyond stupidity. Now there is sexuality in earth where Muhammad, he rape, what about Muhammad allowing a man and women to have party for fun and just make a payment business? Any man, any woman, they would like to have sex. The prophet, he allowed that for 3 days 3 nights, and if you like to increase, you can increase. Yet the Muslims, they say that Muhammad was Abrahamic, and Muhammad, he was having the same message of Moses and the same message of Jesus, etc. Now which of those prophets, he claimed, even if they claim that Jesus was a prophet, he says you can rent a woman for one night stand or 3 night stands. And what is the logic behind renting a woman? And not only that, the Muslims, they went so far, and even they agree, they don't deny, they agree that Islam allow renting women. And not only that, they say that in their like explanation, they say, well, this is a rental for women. You see, we heard of renting a car, we heard of renting, maybe you can rent a cow, you know, I don't know, like to dig in the ground to put your seeds, as villagers they do. But to rent a woman, yes, you rent a woman. This is alislam.org. The 4 pillars of muta. Islam is a very organized religion. Muta means sexual pleasure, legal one, but legal. You marry a woman, they call it marry. You make a contract with her that she is my wife for an hour or 2 or a day, and then you have to pay her. You have to make an agreement first. How much, for how long, and when we start. You know, like now, from now until tomorrow, as an example, and how much. All right. So there's 4 pillars of muta, and the woman, she have to agree, and she have to repeat after you announce all the details of the contract. She have to announce and say, I agree to sleep with you for 3 hours for the exact equal money of, let us say, $10. By saying that, she is rented. Now this is the Quran chapter 4 verse number 24, where Allah supposedly talking, saying that a Muslim man, he can rent a woman. Now, am I using a wrong word, or this is what even the Muslims they use? Read carefully with me. In some work, a special term applied to women who participate in muta, which is mustajara. Mustajara translation is rented women. So if you don't believe that Muhammad is a prophet, here we go. You got to prove that Muhammad, he is a businessman, and he believed that a woman who own a private part, she should make an investment and use it and make money from that private part. For exchange of sex, the woman, it is lawful for her to get paid. The prophet is a very decent man. Even in some hadith, he says that the man, he should pay her before her sweat is dry. And you know what I'm talking about when I say sweat. So in some work, its terms apply that women who participate in such a muta, mustajara, which means rented women, muta is considered as of a rental, because in general, man's basic aim of this kind of marriage, I call it marriage, this by the way doesn't say marriage, it says nikah. Nikah means to F, is sexual enjoyment of the women, and in return of for his enjoyment, the women receive certain amount of money or property. So if you don't believe that Muhammad is a prophet, I think now you have enough reasons to believe that Muhammad is a prophet. I think it's so clear. Aren't we clear already? What do you want more? While Jesus was saying, if your eye deceive you, take it off, Muhammad, he was saying, go and rent women, go have sex with the children. And as you see, I'm not even showing my own. This is not my website, this is not my words. I'm not even using Google to translate to you. This is their website, alislam.org, the 4 pillars of muta. You can search it and you can read by your own. So what make Muhammad a prophet? Forget about sexuality. Forget about it. What else? So Muhammad have a very bad ethic, and that's obvious. Theft, stealing, killing, sexual, crazy stuff. It is sick. Sexual God. Not only Muhammad is a sexual man, Allah himself is a sexual God. What is my reward if I go and join Islam? Allah will give me special women for sex. And not only that, Allah, he will import from the heaven, sorry, from hell, women who they are hookers. Why they are hookers? Because those are expert, not like a normal woman. Maybe she will not even know what to do to make a man happy. Muhammad, he knew what he is doing. He is promising his men that Allah will give you women who they are imported just for you from the middle of the hell, which means she will be a hell of a woman. Muhammad, he said, swearing by Allah, there is no one whom Allah will admit to paradise, but Allah will marry him to 72 wives, 2 from the Huris and 70 from his inheritance from the people of hell. And what is those inheritance? What is special about them? Read carefully, please. Those who they are going to be inherited by you from hell, they have a special unique features. All of them whom they will have desirable front passages. And I don't want to be rude and tell you what is the front passages he is talking about. I think you got the idea already. So Muhammad here is convincing us that you should believe in us. Don't you want to get women imported from hell, hookers, who they can make you so happy in bed? And they have, not only they are hookers, they are having very nice, desirable front passages. But are we done? No. Now Muhammad, he promised you a lot of women for boom boom. What about you able to do the boom boom? So Muhammad, he did not forget that part. So he said, and he will have a male member. You see the Muslims here translating male member, and I'm not going to use the bad language, but it's not a male member. It is the P, you know. So he have a male member which will never go soft, will never sleep. Boing. You know, the women, they come like boing. And now we have enough proof that Muhammad and his God, they must be a very highly in ethic, and they are very decent, both of them. You know, imagine you have a party, whatever your party is, let us say a birthday party, and you invite me, and then I bring you a porn video. Well, everybody bring who he is, correct? The gift present the one who gave the gift. Who is he? My gift to you, presenting what is I think about. So if Allah give to us is boys and women they have big breast, and even in different hadith Muhammad, he said that women, they will have 1 mile ass, which is so beautiful and make sense. I mean, your wife, she have 1 mile ass. I mean, don't you want to have that? All of us, we like big TVs, big screen TV. Let us be honest. So the gift here of Allah, because remember, this is a gift from Allah, not a gift from Muhammad. If this is the gift of the decent God, what kind of a decent God he is? I am sure now that Allah, he have like a millions of hookers around him, and he is naked, and his private part is lulu. If this is what God he gave me, so what kind of God this God is? And here you notice that the sexual God, he always play with the mind of a human being. This is what the devil does. All men, they like to have a lot of women, especially if they are just into sex, not into love. Otherwise, God, he created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Eve's. Is that correct? And here you notice the contradiction of a story Muhammad he stole from the Old Testament. Muhammad he claimed that yes, there is Adam and Eve. So what happened? God he created Adam and Eve, and now God he promised a new Adam and Eves. To the point in one hadith Muhammad he claimed that you will have 80,000 little boys in your heaven who they are extremely white, and the Muslim they claim that they will serve you. 80,000 little child in the heaven. Muhammad he said, the least of the people of paradise in position is the one with 80,000 servant, and those servants are boys, and 72 wives. So when we speak about Muhammad promising us 72 wives, this is for the bad Muslim. This is the least. This is the one who did not do jihad. This is the one who did not pray. This is the one who just say shahada. The least, the last one who enter heaven. This is the loser supposedly. This is the loser, the one who did not have he have the worst grade. Almost he was kicked out from school. This loser he will have at least 80,000 little boys who they are white like pearl too. What do you think, Muslims? Here we notice that Allah is a sexual God, and actually Allah, he was always a sexual God. If we go right now and look at this picture I will put in the screen. This picture is nothing but the private part of the god of fertility. If you ask a Muslim, why the black stone look like this? He have no answer. I mean, what is that? What is this exactly? The black stone was a sexual private part of a female who God he gave it to us to fertilize our children. The women, they used to go around the Kaaba totally naked, and men too. And the women, they do that when they have their period. They put their hand in their vagina, and then they place their hand full of blood from their period, and they place it inside the black stone. And then she make her wish and her prayer to Baal, the god who will fertilize her private part. And then the men, they come after that, and they scratch their penis inside the black stone. And this is supposedly how your wife who is not able to have a children, she will have a child. And by the way, we can show the reference, and if you have my books, you can see the reference yourself. You can go and get sex on Allah. Even they believe that the black stone was white, and the sin of mankind made it black. Why? Because women who they are not able to have babies, according to the Arab, obviously she did something wrong. The God is upset from her. So she go there, she place her hand full of blood from her private part inside the black stone, and that what made the black stone supposedly black. It was white. The black stone exists before Islam. The black stone exists after Islam. The Arab, they kiss the black stone before Islam. Muhammad, he kissed the black stone after Islam. The Arab go around the Kaaba before Islam. Muhammad, he do around the Kaaba, you know, it's the same cult. So what the adjustment Muhammad he did, he added Christianity, Judaism, Sabi, and he learned from here and there because he was mixing with many people in there, and he took from all of them and he added to his cult. So now we have the pagan Arab, which is flavored with some from Christianity, some from Judaism, some from the Sabian, etc. You see in the chat a Muslim saying to me, you are a liar. Why you don't call me and I will show you what I just said? Can you? Hey Hassan, how are you? And I will make you read it yourself. Is that a good deal, guys? The Muslim who is saying to me, you are a liar, I will show you the reference from your Islamic books. How women, they touch their private part full of blood, place it inside the black stone. Who there? Mayday, Mayday. Any Muslim there? The second we challenge them, they play dead. Let it go. Now we continue. We continue. Forget about sexuality, forget about sex for now. Let us talk about silly, stupid things. Muhammad, nobody can beat him with being silly. Sorry, I should say Dr. Muhammad. Dr. Muhammad, he learned from his God how the baby produced. And as long he is so good in sex, so for sure he knew how it happened. The Prophet said, and remember, not me, and this is Sahih. The Messenger of Allah said, the man water is thick and white, and the women water is thin and yellow. Which one of them comes first? The child who resembled the parents. And by the way, this is proven scientifically accurate according to the Muhammadan. But only idiot they will believe in such a garbage. And this is why if I ever get married, I will be sure, excuse my language, I will be sure I will never have orgasm first, because I don't want my son to look like me. I mean, that's disgusting, man. So now we solve a problem. I was planning not to get married just for this reason. I don't want my children to be upset from me, like what you did to us. I mean, look at you, and we look like you now. But now I know the secret. All what we need to do, I marry a beautiful woman and I make her come first, and that's it. The story is over. Here you notice additional side of the stupidity of the fruits of Muhammad. Muhammad, he cannot keep his mouth shut. He is a Dr. Muhammad now. A woman, she came to Muhammad, and Muhammad, because he is a private consultant for sex, he have a special clinic. Salim asked Allah Messenger about a woman who sees in her dream something like that which a man sees. What does that mean exactly? Last time I saw a dream, I saw myself in the beach. Did you see yourself in the beach? No. Look how trashy what we are talking about. A woman, she is coming to the Prophet telling him she was touching herself last night. And then the Messenger of Allah, he said, he's ready to answer. He knew he's Dr. Muhammad now. If she sees that and has a charge, that what? Her private part has this a charge, then let her perform a bath. So the women asking, should I wash it or not? I mean, what is that? What is this? Salama, the wife of the Prophet, said, what? Does that really happen? Which means the wife of Muhammad, she never have orgasm. She is asking, really? A woman, she can have this charge? And here you see Muhammad get busted. How the Muslim, they say to us that the Prophet used to have sex with all his wives in 1 hour, fi sa'a. He do boom boom, and he have the power of 30 men, but yet his wife, she cannot believe it that the women, she have this charge. That means she never have one. Like what? The Prophet wife, she is watching like, what? Really? This happened? A woman, she have this charge? The Prophet here, he jumped. He said, yes, yes, Yes. And now he explained to her in a scientific way, because he's a doctor. The water of the man is thick and white, and the water of the women is thin and yellow. Okay, hold on. Isn't she a woman herself? How come she never have that water? And isn't she your wife? So Muhammad, he have to teach his wife, who obviously she never have orgasm, that, oh yeah, the women, she have that, she have water there. Hello. So how you say to us in different hadith that Muhammad, he used to have sex with all his wives in 1 hour? And secondly, here, why those women, they have yellow water? Obviously Muhammad, he is making them infected. Why it's yellow? Is that a pee? Is that an orgasm, or this is a pee? Orgasm, which is yellow. Obviously Muhammad, he slept with women who they are infected because of him. So Muhammad, because he's doctor, he knows everything. And this is why I meant, or what I meant by Muhammad being silly. He is silly to the point he claimed that he have knowledge, and his knowledge is coming from God. And then he go into details, as we see in the following. Now let us see how many of you would download this video. Let us see. Muhammad even knew how long the drop of a semen or a sperm stay inside the women. Muhammad, he said, not me. Don't be upset from me, Muhammadan. And this is Sahih. When a drop of semen remain in the womb of the women, in the womb for 40 or 50 days. For 50 or 40 days? What? Semen stay inside the women for 50 days. What is that? The vacation of 2 years contract? I don't know what he suffered from. I'm not expert in STD diseases. Maybe you can ask some doctors. So the sperm, the semen, stay in the womb for 40 or 50 days. But that's absolutely false. Semen can live a maximum of 5 days. What this guy is talking about? So here we notice another side of Muhammad. Muhammad the genius, Muhammad the doctor, Muhammad the etc. And he claimed, and by the way, this is confirmed in his Quran too, because in his Quran, Muhammad, he claimed that the baby is created from a sperm which will transformed into a dead blood. If we go in the Quran, we find the following. And we will show it to you in the screen in a second. And the funny, the Muslims, they have thousands and thousands, if not millions of videos trying to convince you that the Prophet, he is the Quran is a book of science. And this is why actually I made a book. It's called Quran in Science, and it's translated in many languages. You can read it, which is getting Muhammad and his lies busted. Chapter 23, verse number 14. ثم خلقنا النطفة علقة فخلقنا العلقة مضغة فخلقنا المضغة عظاما, etc. Let us read together. And we will choose a famous Islamic translation. Excuse me, my voice is tired. Too much talking. I did not even sleep enough. Then we made the sperm into a clot of a congealed blood. Here you notice that the author of the Quran, he immediately delivered a big poo-poo, because the sperm transform into nothing, and it's not the sperm who will become a baby. The sperm will activate the egg, activate the cell of the egg, and deliver the DNA, and that's it. It's gone. The Quran claim that the one who will grow, will transform, is the sperm. And the first stage of the sperm, after it's going inside the women, as we showed you, is going to stay inside the women for 40 or 50 days. In case you forgot. 40 or 50 days. So now the sperm going inside the women for 40 or 50 days, and then after the 40 or 50 days is going to transform into a dead blood for the same period. Actually, in different hadith he says the same, and actually we can find it, so Muslims will not say I'm making things up. Read it. Here we go. And this is from Al-Bukhari and Muslim. The Messenger of Allah, and look, the Muslims here always they say the truthful, for sure the truthful. He is saying the truth. I mean, all of this is proving to be true. He was saying the creation of you human is gathered in the form of a semen in the womb of his mother for 40 days. Then it becomes a clinging for a similar period, but translation here, clinging is a lie. It says alaqa. Alaqa is the same as translated here as a congealed dead blood. That's why they try always to fool you with the translation. It is a clot of a dead blood. So he will be for the same similar date 40 days as a congealed dead blood, similar period, and then it became a lump or of a flesh for like that, which means another 40 days. So until now we have how many? We have 120 days. 40 days as a sperm, 40 days as a dead blood, and 40 days as a lump of a flesh. And then Allah, he sent his angels who breathe the life into it. So all this time the baby have no life. He have no life. And then the last thing the angel he will ask Allah, shall I make him male or female? Male or female? Here again you notice that Muhammad is not only where is the egg? Muhammad, he ate it. I mean, what we can do, there's no egg. Either Muhammad or Allah, he ate the egg of the, maybe at that time women, they don't have egg. Maybe, you know, my grandmother, she told me that she don't have eggs. You know, she wake up in the morning, she see no eggs underneath of her, so she don't understand what eggs. So maybe Muhammad, because he did not see the eggs, he think they are not there, you know, because he was expecting maybe when you say eggs that she will lay eggs like a chicken. So yeah, somebody he made them an omelet at that time. Maybe they used to target women eggs and eat them. Maybe the fox, he eat them, you know, you never know. But for sure the prophet is telling the truth, and this is absolutely scientifically accurate. Now here we have a problem. Before we continue, we spoke about science. We know we do not talk about everything in science. I mean, we are just giving examples. Otherwise, it's endless. Muhammad, he claimed that the birds are in the sky because Allah, he filled them from falling down. The stars are held by Allah from falling down. The sky is held by Allah from falling down. So if we want to talk about science, I mean, it's endless to see how stupid the Quran is. Why as an example, why the bird they can fly in the sky? Chapter 16 verse number 79, chapter 67 verse number 19. Allah, he gave us a very clear reasoning. Don't you look at the birds held poised in the midst of the air, in the sky? Nothing hold them up but the power of Allah. So why the sky, why the birds they can be in the sky like this? Because Allah is holding them up from failing. And by the way, I can witness for that. So who is holding the F-16 of America from falling down? It's Allah. Who is holding the Israeli IDF airplanes? Allah. If you have a balloon and the balloon is flying in the sky, who is holding it there? Allah. And this is proven to be scientifically accurate, and I witness for that. Islam, you do not need any witnesses to witness for Muhammad. You witness without witnesses. Muslim, they never saw Muhammad, they never heard of him, except they are saying there's a guy, his name is Muhammad, and by the way, even his name is not correct. His real name is Qatham. But Muhammad, he says something, that's it. You know, you witness that this is true, and then you make videos about it, trying to say that this is absolutely correct. Now we go back to the hadith. One of the reasons I find that Islam is not valid, additional to the reasons we said, is the foolishness. Foolish Quran, foolish logic. And in front of us we will see one of the foolish Quran and foolish logic of Muhammad and Islam. If you read the rest of the story here, Muhammad, he claimed the following: that Allah, he will send an angel who will breathe life, and then the angel is commanded to record 4 things about it. About what? About the baby before he's born. His provision, its term of life in his word, its conduct, and whether he will be happy, miserable, by the one beside whom the true God. Muhammad is making an oath here. This is very serious. Verily, verily, one of you would perform the action of the dwellers of Jannah, which means heaven, until there's only one cubit between him and the heaven. And then what is foreordained, what is written by Allah, your destiny, would come to pass, and he would perform the action of the inmate of hell until he enter it. So look at this stupidity. Muhammad, he claimed that you are spending all your life doing good deeds. Everything you do, I mean, you are a very perfect man and you will go to heaven. But perfect man in Islam, by the way, it's mean you ride the neighbors, you kidnap their girls, you rape the Jews, you kill the Christians, you attack the Hindus, etc. This is the good deeds. So you are doing all the deeds Allah he asked you for, and then almost you are in the door of the heaven. Let me draw that for you. You know, I cannot resist a drawing. Since I was a kid, I'm very very famous artist. So this is Abdul. Any Abdul of those who they are with us. This is Abdul. He have a sword in his hand. Allahu Akbar. And he have a turban in his head. Allahu Akbar, takbir, Allahu Akbar, jihad, Allahu Akbar. So he kill, and almost now he is in the front of the gate of the heaven of Allah. He's almost here, and then what is written by Allah will take over. And then he starts switching backward, doing the act of people of hell. So instead of going to that gate of heaven, which he was almost like 50 centimeters far away from it, now he will go to the gate of hell. This is the gate, and he will enter it. Why? Because Allah, he wrote his destiny that he will go to hell. And here we see the stupid logic of this cult. If at the end of the day what Allah he wrote is going to take over, so why I need to do any work? Are you getting my point, guys? Why I need even to convert to Islam? If Allah he wrote for me, I will be in heaven or in hell, and it doesn't matter what I do, because what he wrote for me will take over at the end. So here we speak about not only the stupidity of this cult about science and garbage, and even history is wrong, even names Muhammad he cannot call correctly or quote. Foolishness. Here we have a foolish prophet spreading foolish propaganda or foolish agenda or foolish reasoning, making us believe that it's written for us already, we will go. So why I want to do? Let us go here. I want to have party. It is written for me where I will be. And Muhammad here, he switched again. He gave us the opposite direction example. And he said, and there is one among you who do the act of people of hell. So what you are doing? You spend your life doing the act of people of hell. The first one, it was what? It was the opposite. A guy who is doing the act of people of heaven. And then he got screwed. He arrived to the door, and then Allah, he said to him, I wrote for you different destiny, so you go back to the gate of hell, and you start doing the act of people of hell, and you go to hell. Here the story is different. And one of you would perform the action of the inmate of hell. I like it, the inmate, this like going to jail. And here inmate for heaven too. Until there is only one cubit between him and hell. Like this guy, let us draw this to you. Again, you know, I like art. What I can do, I mean, I cannot resist this. This story is it's very artistic and it's very emotional. So now this guy, Mr. Green, he is doing the act of people of hell. He is not killing Christians. He is not attacking the Jews. He is not doing jihad. He is not attacking people on Ramadan, and he did not put any bomb in any church yet. So now he walk in the direction, let us make it red, until he's almost in the door of hell, because he did not do all the the bad ugly stuff, which for us, but for Islam is good stuff. So he is now going in the direction of hell. He did not pray to Allah. He did not do jihad. He did not flag videos of CP, which is to take you to heaven. So almost he is in the gate of hell. And by the way, here we go. This is the door. You know, you can open it. I told you I'm very good in drawing. You don't believe me. So almost he is there. There's only one cubit between him. It's like less than 90 centimeters. And then what Allah wrote for him will take over. He arrived here, almost he will enter the door. And then what Allah he wrote over will take over. And he start getting away from the door of hell. All the way. Until he find himself inside the door of heaven. Because Allah he wrote his destiny to be there. Alhamdulillah. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid cult more than this? So why you pray? Why you do Hajj? Why even you give donation, you Muslims? Why the Quran says to you, the one who do good deeds, he will go to paradise and have no worry? If at the end of the day what is written will take over. This is religion and this is God. Where is justice? Where is justice? And where is logic? I am going to open my Skype in case there is any Muhammadan would like to call me, to give them a chance, an opportunity to answer. All right, we are almost in Skype. Skype taking long to load because I forgot to say inshallah before I open it. Another stupid reasons Muslims they come with. All right, my Skype is open. Anyone? If there's anyone would like to call me, feel free. Take some what? Okay. Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim would like to give me something? You see, if you don't want to talk about anything from what we spoke about, feel free. Call me and give me any reason to believe in Allah. Anything. Here we go. We will go with you. Who is a Muslim want to show us how and why anyone should believe in this crazy cult? And to know what we discover, that everything the Muslims they say to us about Islam, it was a lie. There's no truth in there. Fabrication. Anyone? By the way, if you speak Spanish, don't forget please to tell your friends about my Spanish book, because only few people knows about it still. So if you speak Spanish, please share with your friends. Tell them that there is a book. My book in Spanish is already out. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us? Anyone? Again, for those who did not watch my previous video, which I made just a few hours ago, we took it down from my channel as usual, but it is in Patreon. You can go to the front page and you can click at the previous post before this one, and you will find the video. All right. Tell you about Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadr. It's just another stupid story. Even Muhammad don't remember when it was. Do we have any Muslim would like to say something? Come and visit Dominican Republic. I would love to go there. Actually, Dominican Republic is a beautiful day, beautiful country. But you know the problem, because I have 72 Virgin with me, and Virgin Airline, they said they cannot take them all in one trip. They said our trips there, they don't have an airplane have 72 seats. Even Virgin Airline cannot do that, and I'm not allowed to use any airline except Virgin Airline. One of the funny things about Muhammad, he says that each time you sleep with those virgins, Allah will make them virgin again. And here you see the logic of it cheating. I mean, what the point? She is the same woman, and I just slept with her. So why you are making her virgin again? What is that? Silliness. But because Muhammad, he knew that the Arab man, he liked to be the first. But this is not even the first anymore. I mean, this is stupid. And even the virgins which Muhammad, he promised the Muslim men, all of them, they have the same name. All of them, they have the same look. All of them, they have the same height. All of them, they look exactly the same. So what the point of having many? Another point, we mentioned before that Muhammad, he promised the Muslim men that those virgins who we will have in heaven, we are going to have, they will be transparent. Additional stupid, you know, fantasy Muhammad he come with. Why anyone in the world he would like to have a woman he can see through the marrow of her bones? What is exactly that is about? Read carefully. The Prophet is talking, and this is Sahih al-Bukhari, so the Muslim cannot say this is not true, this is weak, you know the things they come with. Those beautiful houris, they are so beautiful to the point they are pure, transparent, that the marrow of their bones, of their legs, will be seen through the bones and the flesh. And that's supposedly what they call it. I am sexy and I know it. If you are confused about how those women they will look like, I will give you an idea. Very sexy and very beautiful. Actually, I don't like to watch this because I get tempted. I feel like I want to get married immediately. It's hard for a single man like me to see this and stay like functioning. I see. Actually, I'm losing my thought now. What was the topic? What we were talking about? I totally forgot what is the topic because this is too much. I mean, how many reasons we need to show that Muhammad is a false prophet? What is this? I forgot now. Okay, I remember now. The topic was Muhammad. See, when you see this beauty, I mean, you go crazy, especially with those high heels. Look at this. I mean, look what she is wearing, man. I mean, this is very tempting. So this is a prophet of God. He promised me women like this. Hassan, he is saying, what if somebody don't want virgins? My friend, what do you mean don't want virgins? It's not up to you. Even in the heaven of Allah, there is only one kind of meat. It is bird. Fish, there is no fish. Shish kebab, there is no shish. Don't try. There's no even hummus. Only birds and fruits. Here you see another side of the stupidity of this cult. But you know, if you speak to Muslims, they do their best trying to deceive you. How Jesus, he is God, but he do not know the hour. How you worship Jesus? He says he is God. And then the answer is there in the same chapter you are reading. Your God do not know the hour. Actually, who wanna call me right now? Challenge between me and you to prove to you that Allah do not know the hour. Let me change this picture because I see a lot of women because of this picture is getting divorced these days. I receive a complaint from a woman. She says my husband will leave me now. Hold on, I want to save her future with her marriage. Yeah, the husband, he will see this, he will look at his wife, he will see this, he will look at his wife, he will see this, he will look at his wife, and for sure this will win, you know. I don't want you, you know, like you join my channel to learn something and you end divorce because of what I'm showing you. I mean, that, what a shame. Excuse me. Any Muhammadan here? What will happen to you when you see this is exactly when Osama Dakdok, he saw me first time. Osama Dakdok, he was in the church. I came to the church to see him. And his wife, she was working with me. She don't know who I am, you know. And Osama, he heard my voice, so now he knew the voice. He looked at me, he says, this is you? This is you? This guy, he was thinking I look so totally different, you know. He's like exactly as if he saw an alien coming from the moon. Like, this is you? I was saying, oh God, I think they will beat me now. I think they will kick me out from the church. I think they will grab me from my legs and they will throw me outside in the street. Because I look exactly like Ahmadinejad, peace upon him. Any Muslim have any comment? So we open sky for you. What happened? Huh? Nathali, she is saying poor CP. Why poor? Now listen, when you look like me, you have advantage. You go in the elevator, you say good morning, nobody dare to answer. I look like a terrorist. I go in the airplane, I have my seat alone. Nobody sat next to me. In the security, they check me alone. I go so fast. I mean, it's a blessing, my friend. Especially when I start speaking in Arabic and saying, Alhamdulillah, brother, in the airport, like, hello, Alhamdulillah, brother. Yes, I'm going to take the airplane, brother. And Alhamdulillah, yeah, Alhamdulillah, inshallah, inshallah. The security, right? The guy, he come to me. He says, sir, he put a circle around my ticket, and he says, can you go to that line there? This is a fast, like what they call it, like special check. I don't know what they call it. And right away, he will ask someone, he is a blonde redhead, to go after me right away, to make it like it's not because you are a Middle Eastern, or no. Anyone? Okay, forget about anyone offer. What about any two Muslims wanna call me? Because anyone is not working, obviously. I mean, it's silly of me. I keep saying to anyone. Obviously, they will not call you one by one. They will call you 10 by 10. Okay, what about any 10? Hello? I am handsome, trust me. I don't know. You tell that to the fish. I go to the fish to fish in. The fish die. I don't even hunt them. They go, like, they look at me under the water, they die. I just grab them. She faint, the fish. You know, I never get a fish. She is not fainting. I'm not sure what are you talking about when you say you're handsome. But anyway, look like these days we have to lie. I mean, okay, I am handsome. That's it. The Prophet, he said so. So, you know, do we have any Muslim here? Anyone? How I can call you? If you are a Muslim, you can call me. Give me your Skype and I will call you myself. Give me your Skype and I will call you if you are a Muslim. Only if you are a Muslim, please. Muslim propaganda will convert the Muslim left, the Western left. No, actually, you know, you see, Islam is a stupid cult. Even if somebody convert to Islam, he might convert for some time and then he will leave. You see, even the naive ones, they will notice that they've been stupid by converting to such a cult. They have a conference in Chicago for Muslims, and they were studying why the average of a Muslim who convert, he stayed the average of 3 years maximum. Most of them. The answer is very simple, because you convert them by lying to them, and then when they join the group, they notice that what you told them is different. This is why there's a guy, his name is now he called himself Don't Convert to Islam. I'm sure you know him, right? Actually, this guy, me myself, I made many videos to, you know, to get him busted when he was a Muslim. You can find many of my videos I made for this guy when he was a Muslim. This guy, 16 years a Muslim, which means since he was a teenage, he was a victim. But look what happened. This guy, he converted to Islam, he started traveling around, and I think he went to Saudi Arabia, he learned Arabic, and now he speaks actually a good Arabic. The second he learned Arabic, boom. He discovered that everything they said to him about the stupid cult of Islam, it was a lie. And now this guy, he don't hesitate to tell his story why he left Islam.
Hello, peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Brother Ismail. I've been a Muslim for 16 years. But in the past few years, I have been bothered by some reoccurring issues which have forced me to question my Islamic faith. And recently I have decided to finally leave Islam, and in this video I will explain why. Now, I don't think it's fair for Muslims to consider me as some kind of traitor or sellout, because over the years I've done my best to be faithful and loyal to Islam.
Absolutely. He have hundreds of videos, by the way, trying to convert people to Islam. Speaking of miracles in the Quran, you can watch them. And I was getting him busted all over and over. And then after he learned Arabic, he noticed that all those things they told him, it was a big fat lie. Somebody wanna call me to explain Jesus about the hour? I don't know. We explained it already, but give me your Skype. No problem, my friend. The one who have a name in the Russian letters, is that Russian? Okay, give me your or you, if you are already in my Skype, you can text me. No problem. As long as there is no Abdul, what we can do. We are out of them. Anyone? So people leave Islam simply right after you learn the truth. If you are an ignorant, anybody can deceive you. And there's a lot of Western, they have no idea what Islam is about, so it's easy to be deceived. But sooner or later you will discover that this is a stupid cult. My friend, even the one who believe even the one who is from the left, who don't examine, sooner or later he will examine. A human being will go through many stages in his life, and many stages are stupid, Okay. If that is you, my friend, answer me in Skype. Secondly, this is why our videos are very important, so we can spread the truth, and the one who did not learn, he will earn his knowledge. Right? All right. Hello?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, my friend, go ahead.
Very well. Am I being heard well?
I hear you, and I think everybody hear you. Go ahead.
Very well. You had a whole video about Jesus in the Hour.
Yes.
It's not on the channel anymore. It's deleted.
It is in my Patreon page. You can click there and you can watch it if you did not see it.
Say it again.
It's because people they download my videos, so I take them from my channel, but they are still there. You can watch if you go to Patreon, you can click at the link and you can watch the video still there, but it's not in my channel no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll clarify this later. What I wanted to add about the Jesus in the Hour. This is actually very simple.
Okay.
All the time, when I was reading the Revelation, or at least, my favorite part where the Jesus finally comes back and does the judgment, is about to do the judgment. It says in chapter 19, when he comes back in the book of Revelation,
okay,
he has a name, several names there. He has a title, King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Amen. That's him. And he has a name that's important. Hear this. He has a name that nobody knows beside him.
okay.
Why it is important? He says, nobody knows the hour except for Father. Therefore, then he clarifies, no man, no son of man, nor angels. That's why we know that Holy Spirit knows the hour, because he would mention it. But because he has a name, would have a name, that nobody knows beside him. He don't have it yet. He'll have it later, in that very hour. In that very hour. He's going to have a name that nobody knows beside him. This is a puzzle. If you know something about an issue that you don't know, do you know it or you don't?
Yeah, but my friend, let's make it simple. When you try to explain it to this way to the Muslims will not even listen to you. So we have to go with their funny logic and get them busted from their own logic. The issue is when we Christians, we speak to Muslims, we try to imply our belief, and this is the right thing actually to say. I mean, this is what we believe, and then we try to tell them what we believe. You don't do that. Use their logic to refute their logic, and that will work. Otherwise they will not even listen, because they knew that the Christians believed. Then if Jesus is not God, this is the whole point. Either Jesus is God or not. And okay, how he is God, but you do not know the hour. So if you say because he will have a name later, that is not really too much an explanation, because simply Jesus says it clearly, everything I have is from my Father. And in the same time he says, me and the Father is one. So when Jesus he called Father, that is a statement confirming who is he. You see, the word Father is not just a word describing just a person.
Yeah, I can explain further on that. That's very important. When each time when he says something about his supposed limitations, each time he says Father is greater than I.
Right.
They might think, oh, he's greater. Wait a second, he's Father. And it's each time like that. That's very important. They can't say his Father. And it's not a father. You see, they know that saying Bible is corrupted isn't working. You can see it all the time with Shelby Raleigh, with anybody else. They do this. They're trying to already find a way through, saying that, well, he meant son in the way of like David. He meant son of... No, that's not going to work, because he's born from Holy Spirit and things like that. They're trying to go around it. They know the Bible is corrupted, isn't working.
Yeah.
Actually, there's, again, very simple argument again, corrupted Bible. No, there are several ones, but let's keep on talking.
Well, they can say whatever they want. However, the same chapter, the easiest way, I believe, it's to use the same chapter which the Muslim they use to say that Jesus he did not know, because he told us when the hour will come, what will happen, what exactly all the prophecies, long list of prophecies. When those things happen, I will come back. He will come back himself. That's what he said. So if you believe in that verse, then you have to believe in the whole chapter, and the whole chapter prove that Jesus is God. So it's not up to them, to take two words and make a story out of it. Either you take the whole chapter or you don't take anything from it. And when he say my Father, simply because Jesus says that clearly that that's everything I do is from my Father. Everything I have, I heard it from my Father, and none of you know the Father but me. And the one, at the same time, he says, the one who saw the one who saw me, he saw the Father. So when the Messiah here is speaking about is simply that the Father is the one who is, let us say, he been called.
Let's make it simple.
The title of a father is to use for us as a human to know who is he in this Trinity. He is the Father. You know why?
But it's not necessarily because that way, exactly that way, it would be like, oh, so Father is main and important. Why the God is Father? Well, I mean, it's some substance of God is Father. The Muslims, they are very quick to say that Father is God. Excuse me, this is one of substances, three substances. We have to talk about the Trinity in a way. It's not like they don't understand it. Maybe some don't understand it really. Maybe some Christians don't understand it. I personally think that Trinity is one of the most simple things that can be. One God has three substances. Each of them is He Himself at the same time. What can be more simple than that? You don't have to go further than this.
But in the same
time, the same revelation.
Yeah, but just to make it simple, because now You see, some people they might and say, okay, now so who is the Father? As you said, the Trinity is God Himself. This is what if you go to John chapter 1 verse number 1, it says it clearly that in the beginning the Word, it was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was the God. So the Word is the Messiah. He was with God, and everything created by Him and for Him. So the Bible is not one verse, it's a book. Either you take it, all of it, or you don't take any of it. The Muslims, they try to take a phrase to make a story from it, but that will not work, because as long you accepted that statement where he says my Father, that means you have to accept that Jesus telling the truth, that He is His Father, which means He, our God, he called Him Father. So as long you don't believe in the Father, and you Muslim, you don't believe in the Son, so how come you believe in this verse?
Yes.
You know?
You see, even further than that, in the verse, they actually in the chat they're saying my voice is not clear.
They say what?
They say my voice is not clear.
I think it's fine. There is little tone behind it, but it's okay.
Okay, very well. When in the place where it's written that show us the Father, listen what he says there. Have I not been all this time among you, and you don't know me? So he says, show us the Father, and he says, and you don't know me. He like literally said that he is the Father. Well, as a God, you know, the substance Son is not substance Father, but they are still one God. So anyway, he already said that, you know, have I been all this time among you, and you don't know me? You see, the thing is, what I wanted to maybe finish the conversation, if this is supposed to be ended. Someone's complaining in the chat. My 3 seconds are over. The thing I said about Jesus' name, you just have to go further than this. We have God and 3 substances. Muslims, they trying to take that away, which is really funny. At some moment, there is no substances. They deny them. At some moment, there are only substances. For example, they say, so Jesus, he created himself. He created his mother. He like killed himself for himself. Wait a second. Were you saying gibberish? Where are the substances now? Why substances are gone at this moment? And we'll be talking that, you know, substance here.
My friend, I have to cut you. Sorry, your voice is coming bad. Same time we are changing the topic and we are going far, and this will take forever. So I apologize. I have to cut you off. We are going far away from you know. If you want to read, this means you have to read the whole Bible for them now. All right. So anyway,
I don't mind. I don't mind doing that. Okay, God bless.
Yeah, but we have a topic. You know, we can. You know, I just you said 3 minutes, and you will finish it. And now it's, you know, we have already we have a video, long video. Go ahead.
One thing. I know I've been cut off. I mean, you know, in the Skype. It got out of my head. When you explain that, you not always have to stick to the topic. Sometimes, you know, the person, each of us, it's not about being Muslim or not Muslim. All of us, you know, have our own questions. They might come out in the moment when we don't know. So they might sincerely have some, or might not. When they change the topic on their own, of course, nobody must let them do it. But I can, like, no problem. I can go, like, all over the Bible. It's no problem for me each time. Okay, God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, but this is not the way to explain to Muslims anything, because you know, the strange is that we assume that the Muslim we talk to, he understands even the Bible what we're talking about. This guy, he is just copying a phrase. He saw it in a Muslim website. He never read the Bible, and this is the case for most of them. So you're trying to explain things they never heard of, and you think they understand it, and this is why you say is substance or whatever. Like, I mean, the Muslims do not know what we're talking about. Always the Christians, they try to speak to Muslims, and still they are speaking as a Christian. Speak to Muslims as a Muslim. Don't be a Muslim. Speak to them as a Muslim. Use their stupid logic. when somebody says to you, Jesus in that chapter saying something, we say, okay, read the whole chapter, and you will see that Jesus saying clearly that he knew what nobody knows. That alone is enough. He knew what nobody knows. If you start speaking philosophy, then, you know, there's many, they are naive. Even Christians, they will be confused by what you said. It's very simple. It's not really that much complicated. If God cannot be God, then God cannot be God. If God is God, that means he is almighty. So almighty God is in 3 persons. If he cannot be 3 persons, then he cannot be almighty. Let us say that God, he says he in 4 persons, 5 persons, 7 persons. Well, he is almighty God. So either you accept that he is almighty, or you accept that he is not. And when the Muslim, they say that Jesus says my Father is greater than me, Jesus simply speaking about himself being in the flesh of a human. And this is what the Bible says, that he humbled himself and he took the flesh of a human. God, he humbled himself. So it's very simple, very easy. We do not need to make it complicated and make it philosophy. God who appeared to us in a man, God who came to us as a man. And this is why he said, Jesus said, my Father is greater than I. It's not for the man to know, but Jesus, he said it clearly that he is the Alpha, he is the Omega, which means he exists from the beginning to the end. The beginning of what? Not his beginning, the beginning of a creation to the end of the creation. Abraham, he saw my day. So the existence of Jesus have nothing to do with his birth. A Muslim will say to you, we celebrate the day, or the Christmas. That is not really a birthday of Jesus, and we don't care for a birthday because this is not his existence. We celebrate that by him coming to this earth, we are saved. Otherwise, the Messiah said clearly that Abraham, he saw my day and he rejoiced. The Jews, they said to him, because they think the same as the Muslims by their logic, how you can say such a thing, that Abraham, he rejoiced for your day and you are not even 50 years old. This is the logic of the Muslims today, the same as the logic of the Jews. So in order to understand who is the Messiah, you have to be a decent person. And in the debate with Muslims, mostly decency is not the case. It is just a mockery. You explain to me then what Jesus meant by saying, Abraham, he saw my day. If Jesus was just a human who was born and he died after 33 years, according to Muslims, Allah, he took him to heaven. Okay, so Allah, he took him to heaven and he stayed in this earth for 33 days. So how Jesus says that Abraham, he saw my day? Any Muslim can explain that to us? You can give us your own fantasy. But here you notice that the Muslims, they avoid those verses, because those verses, they got them busted. Those verses, they got them busted. So we will avoid them and we will not talk about them for a very simple reason. If we use them, people will laugh at us and people will notice that what we are saying about Jesus is absolute lie. In the same time, if not knowing the judgment day as they claim will make Jesus not God, that's mean Allah is not God too, as they claim. I'm using their claim. Allah, all over the Quran, not only he do not know how the baby is created, and the one who do not know such a simple thing, how the baby is created, how he can know the judgment day anyway? You know what I mean? To know how the baby is created is a lot easier than to know something never happened yet and it is far in the future. We do not know when it's going to happen. If we go in the Bible in Matthew chapter 22, you will see the Messiah speaking about things to happen and about him. And always the Messiah, he speaks to us in parables, so people they might understand, to make it simple for us. The parable in the Bible is for a very simple reason, because a human being cannot comprehend the wisdom of God without making it simple. The Muslim, they try to make it complicated. If we go and read here, you will see how the Jews always, they are trying to make the Messiah say something which he like he don't want to say, or he is not he's not going to say it anyway. It's like a trap. Debating the Jews with the Messiah, it was a trap. So they ask him as an example about the tax. Shall we pay to Caesar? So if he say don't pay, Caesar, the Roman, will arrest him. If he say pay, the Jews will hate him. So whatever he say, he will be, this is the point of the question. So the Muslim, they ask same questions, not really to learn, but to put you in trouble, the same as the Jews try to make Jesus in trouble. But Jesus, he showed them their hypocrisy, and he can read their mind. So they are asking if he, a Jewish person, he can pay the tax to Caesar. And then Jesus says to them, okay, what is the image in this coin you have in your pocket? And they said, this is Caesar. So look how amazing the wisdom and high intelligence of the Messiah. He said to them, then give to Caesar what is to Caesar. So look at those hypocrites. They are asking, shall we pay tax to Caesar? But yet they are using the money of Caesar, which means they agree his law, they agree with his authority. They agree to live under the command of Caesar. They agree to pay, to use the money of Caesar. They agree to carry his image in their pocket. And then Jesus said to them, you are a bunch of hypocrite. You are asking me, shall we? What about you throw this money if you don't want it? If you don't agree Caesar, he have authority over you, because a citizen who carry a money of a king, it's mean he agreed that this king is his king. So why you are carrying the money of Caesar? This is what the Muslim today, they try to do with you. They ask questions in order to trouble you. If you say this, you will be in trouble. If you say that, in trouble. But we will never be in trouble, because we have the Messiah, who nobody can overcome him by wisdom, by love, by miracles, by anything. And then the Jews, when the Messiah, he spoke to them, he said, what do you say of the Messiah? Who is the Messiah? They said he is the son of David. Then he says, well, if he is son of David, then why David call him my Lord, my God? Call him Jehovah. Always I see in the Muslim today another copy, counterfeit copy of the Jews in the time of Jesus. They say to you, where Jesus says I am God, read it. He told them, I am the living God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. It's all over in front of you. Actually, each time the Messiah, he says I am, he is saying I am God, your God, because this is how God, he spoke to Moses. When Moses asked God, who are you? What's your name? What I will tell my people? He told them, say, I am who I am. So each time the Messiah, he said that statement, but because the Muslims are a bunch of, copy paste people, they do not know that the I am is a statement of God announcing himself. It's not just saying I am, otherwise what I am mean? Right? What I am mean? Look here what the Messiah, he said to them. And he said, what are you saying about the Messiah? Whose son is he? They were saying to him, he is a son of David. He said to them, and how did David by the Spirit call him? The Lord Jehovah, for he said, the Lord Jehovah said to my Lord, sit in my right hand until I place your enemy under your feet. Therefore, if David called him the Lord Jehovah, how he is his son. Do you see it? And they say to you, where Jesus says, I am God. It's in the front of you. We are reading Matthew chapter 22. And this is the Bible from the Aramaic as it is, which means translated to plain English, but from the Aramaic. Very good translation. So, you know, when I say, okay, the Messiah, he do not know the hour, well, you need to explain to me then what the Messiah here is saying. You have to connect the dots. It's not just one statement. I read the whole chapter. For sure, the Messiah, he knew the hour, but it's not about a date, because in Christianity there's no date. There's no preset date. Yesterday, I quote about what the Bible says about if there is 10 people only, decent people in Sodom and Gomorrah, God will not destroy those cities. Only if there's 10 righteous people. What does that mean? It means the destruction is based upon our sin, not God. He preset the date. So, as we showed you, Muhammad, he was saying that Allah, he wrote a destiny for a person to the point even even your sin is not a sin you choose to do. It is a sin Allah, he chose for you. If you remember, Muhammad, he made this statement here about Adam and Moses. Adam and Moses. Let us show you the hadith. Adam and Moses, they had a debate, according to Muhammad. Moses, he accused Adam that you are, because of you, we are out of heaven, which means because of your sin. And he proved to us that the Muslims claim that Moses was a Muslim is absolutely false, because it is wrong, it is false according to Islam to believe in the original sin. So when the Muslim, they say to us that Moses was a Muslim, well, you have to explain to me then how Moses believed in the original sin. And this is supposedly a debate happened after Moses and Adam, they die, because Adam is dead, Moses is dead. When they debated, I don't know. So Moses is saying, because of you, Adam, you are our father, and because of you, we are disappointed because you turned us out of paradise. That's mean Moses was not a Muslim. Big fat lie. Muhammad, he get himself busted. Because remember, the one who's saying that is Muhammad. Then Adam said to him, oh Moses, Allah favored you, he talked to you directly, and he wrote the Torah for you by his hand. Yet do you blame me for an action that which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? And here why we say Islam is a stupid cult. Look how Jesus speak about the end of the time and the sin. When he says not everyone do say to me Jehovah, Jehovah, or Lord, Lord, or God, God, he will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So destiny in Christianity is doing the will of God, but by choice. So the destiny is, this is how destiny in Christianity, in simple way we can explain it. We don't believe in the destiny the Muslim they believe in, but there is a destiny in the following way. A human being is born to die. That is the destiny. You can't change it. A human being is going to go either to heaven or to hell. That is a destiny. You cannot change it. Which means you cannot change. You don't have third option. But you can change the direction. So there's one of two options. That is destiny, the way we have it. But we don't have that God, he created us and wrote 40 years before he created us a decree that we should do. You know what I'm saying? Here you notice that Muhammad is saying that Adam cannot be blamed for his sin. So why Adam was kicked out from heaven? Guys, are you listening? And this is why I say Islam always fail with the logic. It's a stupid logic. So Adam, he is a victim. Look, it's not me who is saying. Muhammad saying, speaking that Adam saying, do you blame me? Which means we cannot blame him. So if we cannot blame Adam for the sin of Adam, we blame who? Allah. And that is 180 degrees from the teaching of Christianity. In the teaching of Christianity, it is not God who made Adam sin. No, we don't believe in such a garbage. It is not logical, it is not fair, and it is ugly. Right? Yes, Truth, how are you? Truth Islam. Are you there? Hello? Truth, are you there? Okay, my friend, fix your microphone and call me back. All right? Because I hear nothing. So here you notice that the Muslims are worried about the logic of a Christianity, how Jesus says, my Father, how we believe in the Trinity, but everything in Islam is stupid. The Trinity is very simple. This is how God He is. Either you take it or you. It's not up to you. You see, when Allah He says to you that He is only one, okay, you believe in that because He said He's only one. If He says He's 10, you will believe in that. Correct? I mean, are you debating what Allah said, or you are agreeing with Him whatever He say? Here we go. This is what Allah said, and just because He said that, you agree. But if I am the one who come to you with this logic, you will not like it.
Hello?
Yes, Truth, how are you?
Does my voice now come?
Yes, you're still a Muslim today, Truth? You did not leave Islam yet?
Assalamu alaikum, brother. I just have 5 minutes. I need to
Always
say something.
Always
but
you
if I
have
can-
5 minutes, man. I mean, why you don't give me 5 hours? What's wrong? Did you marry any wife? Be honest with me. Did you change your 4 wives?
No, I promise you, brother. Don't worry. Soon we will have a long discussion. But now I just come quickly to refute you, brother.
Okay, refute.
And I know. All right. So we believe, yeah, brother. So it says that Adam, you're trying to say that Adam took our sins, right? So we are paying for his sins, but that's not true.
Wait, no.
What
What are you talking about? Go ahead. I'm listening. Start from the beginning. What Adam? What?
All right. If I'm like the hadith, yeah, what you now have on the screen, right? If a man and a woman agree, no, I mean the one with Adam, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Adam, you are our father who disappointed us, you see, and turned us out of paradise. So this is not talking about like Adam sinned and then we need something to repent and something, we need to repent because Adam said, no, what Allah did was He put us all together for Adam to repent. It's not sin that ended the world, it's repentance that ended the world.
My friend, why?
So it's repentance.
Okay, hold on. Why Adam need to repent if Allah He wrote his destiny for him? I mean, I make you sin and then I ask you to repent, but he is not the one. He been forced to. Look, Adam here is saying, you speak English better than me. Do you blame me for action which Allah had written in my fate 40 years before my creation? So the point here is, I cannot blame Adam for his sin. Question: if we cannot blame Adam for his sin, we blame who? Go ahead.
Now we blame the devil. Because the devil made.
What do you mean
Adam
blame the devil? He did not
sin.
say. Did you see? Did he say the devil? He said. Listen carefully. He said, which
Wait,
Allah had
I
written.
see
No, listen.
right now.
He did
Look,
not say
why
the
you
devil.
reading?
No. Don't fabricate. The hadith in front of us. He did not say the devil. He made me do that, because it doesn't matter if the devil or not. At the end of the day, you commit sin. But here, what he is saying, that do you blame me for what Allah had written for me?
I'm saying.
Who is the
I'm
one?
saying we can sin
Who is the one who
without
wrote
the
his
devil.
fate? Who is the one who wrote the
If the
fate?
devil,
Who
if
is
the
the
devil
one?
didn't exist, can we still sin?
My friend,
If the devil
okay.
didn't exist, can we sin?
Let me ask you: is the devil a Muslim or he is not a Muslim?
Devil was a Muslim, but then he turned from the Islam and Haq, and then he became a sinner.
isn't it your prophet and your Quran saying that Allah he appointed for every prophet shaitan?
But you have many demons, right?
No,
You have
shaitan,
jinns?
shaitan. I'm talking about first in Islam. You don't believe in
Iblis.
no, you don't believe
Iblis or
in,
Shaitan?
you don't believe in
That's one
demon.
Iblis.
You don't believe
Does.
in demon. Secondly, I'm saying
We do believe in demon jinns.
what?
Jinns.
Okay, I'm talking about shaitan. Jinn, because Muslims believe in a creature. Supposedly he is a genie, and there's a good genie and bad genie. But this is not my question. Don't talk about something I'm not talking about. I'm saying,
Okay, but pardon.
okay? Isn't it Allah who made shaitan work for him so he can deceive you?
Yes, because of course, if you gotta test someone, you gotta test also put the bad things on him and the good things and see what he does.
Okay, so shaitan, guys, he said yes, Allah appointed shaitan so he can deceive us. So shaitan is a servant of Allah. He is just doing a work Allah he appointed for him to do. So who is the one who is bad, Allah or the shaitan? If Allah sent shaitan,
no, it's not. No. Shaitan challenged Allah, and then Allah accepted the challenge.
Okay.
So
I want okay.
Shaitan,
Okay.
yes.
All right. No problem. You know, Allah he challenged shaitan. Sorry, shaitan he challenged Allah.
Yes, bro.
Correct. And how Allah he refuted shaitan when he challenged him? What he did?
In the end, Shaitan says, "I will lead to." What you mean by refuted or something?
Well, Allah he did. Allah, you said shaitan. He challenged Allah. How he challenged him?
Yes. He said to Allah, I will put the people astray from your path.
What do you mean?
He said, I will put the people astray from
what
your
was the
path.
challenge? What was the challenge? What happened?
I don't know. Maybe you can read the verse or something
Well,
where it says that.
Allah he ordered shaitan to bow down to Adam, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Why? What is the reason?
Out of respect, or out of like
Respect for what?
It's not worship. It's not worship. It's out of how you say that? Admire something.
Admire
Like
what?
out of admire.
Okay. The story here that Allah supposedly he said to the angels he is going to create a human. You can go to chapter 2 verse number 34. You can go to chapter 15 verse number 31, chapter 15 32. It's all over the Quran as usual. Okay, and chapter 20 verse 116, chapter 18 verse number 50. This is why the Quran is the book of God. It's all over. All right. Chapter 83 verse number 74, chapter 83 verse number 75. So Allah he said to the angels, I will create someone to inherit the earth, and that is the human. The angel he said to him, are you going to create someone who is going to do mischief?
But can I say something? You right now show me Arabic's thing. No, I'm not Arab, man. I
I'm not showing Arabic. Here we go. It's in English. Here we go. It's in English.
Oh, wait, let me see.
Yeah.
Fast. Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Chapter 2 verse number 30. So Allah he told them, I will create a man. They told him, are you going to create someone who will do mischievement? Allah he said to them, I know what you know not, which means you are wrong. Then Allah he decided to get them busted. How he got them busted? He called many things names. He gave things names. He created things and he gave them names. And he told them, okay, tell me the names of those things if you are right. Which mean what? Which mean the angels are wrong, correct? If I say to you, tell me the name of those things if you are right. Right about what? Right about knowing that Adam would do mischievement, correct? Okay, but Adam did mischievement.
And he placed them before the tell me the names of. So could you repeat the claim?
My friend, they said to him, that Adam, are you going to create someone who will do mischievement and even shed the blood? Allah said to them, I know what you know not, which means you are wrong. And then he continue trying to get them busted. He's like trying to be Christian Prince for one day. And then he says, and he taught Adam the names of all things. Then he placed them in before the angels. So he created things like remote control, microwave, potato, tomato, and he gave them names. He told the angels, okay, tell me the names of those things. The angels look like, what? No way, we cannot tell you the names of those things. And they said, glory to Allah, that the knowledge, we don't have a knowledge of what you have. And then Allah, he want to show them now that he is God. How? He told Adam all the names, and he told Adam, okay, Adam, tell them the names of those things. What is this? Adam, he says, this is a carrot. This one, cucumber. This one, tomato. This one, potato. And this is how the angel were astonished, like, wow, how Allah, he proved himself. Let me ask you, if you have, hold on. If you have a dog with you, you are walking in the street and you have a dog or a cat, and I ask you, what is the name of your dog? You says to me, if I tell you the name of my dog, are you going to believe I am God? This is what your God he did. He named things and he told them, tell me the names. And because they do not know the names and he know the names, that means he's God and he have knowledge. I mean, how stupid that argument is, because I am the one who named them the things. What about we do the opposite? What about you name it, you don't tell me, and then I will tell you the name you gave to that thing. That will make him God. But look what he did. He is the one who named the dog Susu. And then you ask him, hey, do you know what the name of my dog? He said, no. And then Allah, he says to you, my dog name is Susu. But you are the one who named him Susu. So how that can prove to us that he's God? Secondly, if we go in the Quran, we will find this. You said that Allah, he appointed Shaitan, correct?
Yes.
Okay. If Allah appointed Shaitan, that means Shaitan is an employee to Allah. Yes?
It is established by Allah.
Okay, so what is the job of Shaitan to do?
To mislead the people,
okay,
to test the people.
But who is the one who hired him?
He wanted the job. Like let's say it's a there's a job, yeah.
But who is the one? Who is the employer? Okay, hold on. Read with me, my friend. What
for that job?
The truth. What translation you like most? What translation of Quran you like most? So I can put it for you on the screen.
Bring me any. Bring me any.
Read with me carefully. Read carefully. Allah saying, Allah speaking, and so we have appointed to every prophet enemies, shayateen. Does it say that?
And so we have devils. Shayateen is devils, the team. That's many devils.
Yeah, many. But who is the one who appointed them?
Allah.
Okay. So those are those shaitan? Is he bad or good? The one who worked for Allah. He's appointed by who? Allah. He says, hey shaitan, you go and you jump in the shoulder of Muhammad, try to deceive him. So that shaitan, is he a bad boy or a good boy?
Bad.
Bad? Why he's bad? Allah, he's appointed him. He's doing the order of Allah.
No, but this is after.
Doesn't matter. Who is the one who appointed my friend? Who is the one who appointed shaitan? If I appointed somebody to kill you, if I appointed someone, listen, if I appointed someone to kill you, who is the one who is the really criminal? The one who killed you or the one who appointed the hitman to kill you?
No, bro, this was after the challenge, man.
Doesn't matter. What's a challenge? There's no challenge. He appointed. How they are challenging each other, but they are friends. Don't you see? He appointed him. If I appointed you and you agree, that's mean you are working for me. We are not enemies. So Allah and shaitan, they are friends. Not only friends, Allah is the boss. Allah, he appointed shaitan. If I say I appointed you to be a president, that's mean we are in the same party. Yes, why you are laughing? Are you laughing at the stupidity of the Quran? What happened? Guys, does it say? Poor guy. Doesn't say that Allah is the one who appointed the shaitan. Why you are laughing? Listen carefully to yourself. Read the verse carefully and you will see how stupid the cult of Islam is. How shaitan is an enemy of Allah and yet he is appointed by Allah. It doesn't make sense. Either the shaitan is rebellion and he don't obey Allah, or shaitan is obedience and he he obey Allah. Based on the verse in front of us, he is not only obeying Allah, he work for Allah. And you yourself, you said that shaitan, Allah, he sent him to deceive. He was sent by Allah. I don't know why you hang up. Let me call you back. Answer, otherwise Allah will appoint shaitan for you. Hey, Muhammad, answer, otherwise Allah will appoint shaitan for you, man. He will not answer now. Yeah, you don't want to answer. Okay, don't answer, no problem. Isn't it obvious? So look here, Adam saying, do you blame me for a sin which Allah he wrote for me? That is a clear proof that Muhammad saying that Adam cannot be blamed and shaitan cannot be blamed, because this is something written in the scenario of Allah. What about adultery? Even adultery, according to Islam, is not something you choose to do or not to do. Muhammad, he said that Allah he wrote for every human being his portion of adultery. His portion. Verily Allah has fixed the very portion of adultery which a man will indulge in, and which he necessity must commit. Do you see, guys? Does it say must commit? Does it say he must commit? That's it. It's written for you. So what is shaitan here? Is shaitan is the one who made us commit adultery? No, it's Allah. Allah, he have a fixed portion for you. He wrote it. It's not shaitan. You see, this stupid cult, when they want, they blame shaitan for their crimes, and when they want, they ignore the statement in the religion. This is your prophet saying Allah has a fixed for very portion of adultery, which means you will do 2 kilograms of adultery. I might do maybe 5 kilograms of adultery. He might do 10 kilograms of adultery. But all of this, it is by Allah decision, not shaitan. And it says here that in which he of necessity must commit. It's not a choice. So who is the shaitan? Obviously, the Quran confirmed that the true shaitan is Allah. Right? The true shaitan is Allah. There is no shaitan. I mean, if and here, imagine Allah, he made Adam commit sin, and Allah, he made us commit adultery, and then he will stone us to death. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid thing like this? So he write my destiny to commit sin, and then he wanna punish me for committing sin. Who is the stupid here? This is why we said Islam is a very silly, stupid cult. Right? Who is a Muslim have the courage to call? And the funny, he is excited. He said he wanna refute me. I'm being refuted. That's it. I mean, I never saw a Muslim he did not refute me. All of them, they refute me. I never spoke to a Muslim he did not laugh at his cult. Who is a Muslim wanna refute me? If Allah is the one wrote the portion of adultery which I have to commit, it's a necessity. It's not a choice. There's no A, B, C, D. It is something he wrote for you and you have to do. The same as Adam. Adam said, do you blame me? Abbas, you want to call Abbas is driving. Where is Abbas? Abbas, are you there? As I know, Abbas, he drive all the time. There's no way Abbas he can call. There's a group of Muslims, they call me only when they are driving, so they cannot read and they cannot answer. He called me, he says I want to refute me. The second I show him the hadith, he says I am driving. He turned the engine right away when I say to him read. What about this? Let us show you different story. What about the Prophet is ordering his followers to give the women to give their breast to a stranger? To a strange man. Have you ever heard of such a crazy stuff? A woman, she came to the Prophet and she said, there's a guy in our house which my husband, he don't like, you know, his look in his face, which, you know, is a man, he's jealous. The husband is jealous. So the Prophet, he said to her, the Prophet now he is going to give her a solution for the jealousy of her husband because of a strange man who is with them in the house. The Prophet said, suckle him. Suckle what? What? Suckle him. She said, how I can suckle him and he is a grown man? And here you notice that Muhammad is the devil. What do you mean suckle him? A woman, she is complaining that her husband is jealous from a man who lived with them in the house, maybe a servant or a slave, and then you say to her, give him your boobs? Is that what solve the problem? And he's a man. I mean, he's not a baby. When he suckle, he will suckle what exactly? The woman, she did not deliver a baby. I mean, do you think women, they have milk all the time? Even goat don't have milk all the time. Suckle what exactly? He will suckle her nipples for what? And after he suckle her nipples, what that will do? That will make the husband not worry and not jealous no more. Actually, me myself, I was, but too bad nobody wanna support me in this project. I was thinking to open drive-through in Las Vegas for suckling. I mean, that will be great business. You bring some women and we make a hole in the windows. Let me draw that for you. But I hope nobody will steal my project, because this is like, I have copyright over it. By the way, it's registered already with the government. All right. So, you know, what we can do if you guys support this idea according to the Prophet, this is the wall and we make windows like this. Okay, in the wall. Okay, this is very small windows, because those women, they are going to have a big ones. We will not hire women, they have a small one. Sorry. If you are thinking to work with us, it have to be big. And you can put silicone, I don't care. But we cannot hire you if you have a small ones. Business is business. Don't tell me I'm a friend of somebody, I don't care. Okay, business is business. So here, a window in the wall, another window, like many windows, you know. And we will make a small window for the one who like it smaller. All right. And those are the nipples. And that will make it halal. More than the Prophet, because the Prophet, he did not say like make your boobs coming out of a window. No, you have to sit in her lap. Here is more conservative, because he will not even see the women. Oh, what he will see nipples. He drive it through, he put his mouth there, and he have to do it 10 different times. So we will give you full membership for 10 days suckling for $100. Do we have any customer? This is a religion. And you are talking about shaitan. Muhammad is the shaitan. This is a teaching of Satan. This guy is making fun of you. He don't respect you. So Muhammad, he says to you, cover your women, but let them give their nipples. So we can shake their hands, but we can hold their breast and we can suck it. Not only that, Aisha, she used to anyone since Muhammad, he taught this teaching, which by the way is a Quranic, but the goat ate it in the Quran. So Aisha, since this story came, she used to ask, her nieces to nurse anyone who want to meet her. Let us see if we can find the hadith. Yeah, this one will do. Look at this guy. This guy, he wanted to meet Aisha. He want to see Aisha. He have an issue to talk to her. And now Muhammad is dead. Aisha, she became, 20 years old. 20 years old. The husband, Muhammad, he died when she is 18. So this guy, he want to see Aisha. Look what Aisha, she was practicing. Yahya related to me from Malik, from, that's the following. That Aisha, the mother of the believers, sent him away while he was being nursed to her sister. So he want to see Aisha. She told him, no, go and nurse from my sister, Kulthum. So Kulthum, she was working as a secretary. Any man when I enter upon Aisha, he have to suckle Kulthum. Let us draw that. This is a table here. This is a table. This is office table. Okay. I told you I'm very good in drawing. You don't believe me. Hey, it's okay. Here we go. And here in the other side, this is the sister of Aisha. The sister of Aisha. She is wearing hijab, brother, and she is a very conservative Muslim woman. And those are her legs. The guy Yahya, he want to meet Aisha. Aisha, she told him, go and suckle from my sister. So now this guy Yahya, he have to lay down on her lap. We will call Yahya Mr. Green. So here now Mr. Green, the green is not working. It's not good. I think we need something different. We will make his head yellow. So here now, this is his head, and I will draw the rest of his body weight. And the drawing is coming. I cannot draw everything one time, one shot. So now he is laying down in the table, and his legs is coming down, like in his legs, this is his legs, huh? And now he is sucking the breast of the sister of Aisha. And the purpose of this wisdom, so he might be able to see Aisha. I am truthfully, now I became a Muslim. I don't know how many people they would love to suckle nipples and convert to Islam. So anyone want to see Aisha, he have to suckle her 10 times, not only once. He have to suckle her sister, because Aisha supposes she cannot do it, she is busy woman. So go and suckle my sister. So if you suckle the sister of Aisha, that will do, according to Aisha, yes. Suckle my sister. Look, so suckle him 10 times so that he can come to see me. And you are telling me that there is a devil? This is the devil himself. 10 times. Tell me, what about 2? Huh? Where is the Muslims? And this is additional reason that Muhammad cannot be a prophet. This is a person who's making fun of those people who fabricate things just for fun. This is not a prophet of God talking. This is the devil. And not only that, when he said to the woman, suckle him, he laughed and his teeth came out like a Dracula. And by the way, those verses which is about suckling for adult, it used to be in the Quran, but sadly a goat did eat them. Yet the Muslims, they claim that Quran is preserved. The verse of stoning and the breastfeeding for adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. Yet the Muslim, they claim that the Quran is the only book is preserved. If a goat ate the Quran, and now we cannot find those verses. And trust me, I don't believe that the goat ate the verses. I think the Muslims who ate it, because they are ashamed of it. Because listen to this, if the goat ate the verses and the Muslim, they knew the verses, so who care about ate the verses? Write the verses again. Correct? If the goat ate the verses in the paper, okay, write it again. The goat ate the verses, did not eat the Muslims. So why the verses are not there? But they had no paper. How this is? No, they had, you know, they had, you know, they have their own forms of things they write in. And the goat ate anything, actually. Anything you put in the front of the goat, she will eat, even plastic. Same time, when you say that this hadith can be wrong, it's not, as you see. Secondly, okay, forget about this hadith. The other hadith says yes, that there is a stoning to death, there's verses, there's breastfeeding for adult. It's sahih. Where are they? Forget about this hadith. Where we can find the verses? But obviously this guy, he was making fun of the Muslims, and you know, whatever he's saying, people, they have to obey. Anyway, I think we had enough for today. The video is getting longer. Please don't forget to download the video, share it with your friends. The video will stay there for a few hours only, and always to update yourself with the videos which was here and is missing. You can go to my page in Patreon, or you can search for the same title in YouTube, and you will see people who load the video again. Search, like you change the filter in YouTube to be like to be sure that this is a video made in the last 24 hours. So search for, let us say now, the video name, 3 reasons that Allah cannot be God and Muhammad not a prophet. So search for that, and when you search in the search engine, filter, choose filter last 24 hours. This way you guarantee you will not get an old video. All right, and then you can watch the video again. As simple as that. And subscribe for those who they are posting my video. They deserve your support, and they are doing a good job, which not all of us is doing. All right, so I want to say thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you. And if any of you is interested to do the company we told you about, especially Muslims, the breastfeeding for adult 10 times, we can open license, and I think Trump, he will support that, and he will speak about it in the Fox News. He will say today we have a businessman from Arabia, they agreed to open a special business for breastfeeding for adult in Las Vegas. And hey, hold on, we have a Muslim here. He's a Muslim, truth, you want to call me? Hold on. Yes, Truth, where do you go, man? What happened?
You okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Even the angels and the shaitan, he hear you too.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. What you mean, what happened?
Well, I was asking you, when Allah, he appointed shaitan for Muhammad and for Muslims. Okay, are those shaitans working for Allah, or they are doing by their own?
So when Allah appointed these shaitans, right? was after the challenge. It was
Doesn't matter.
after the
Doesn't matter.
challenge.
After and this is not the point. Actually, I will go with you after the change. No
This is the
problem.
point. This is the
Listen,
point,
listen.
because it's after
No
the
problem.
challenge
No,
when
my
everything
friend.
happened. Yeah, it
How
is, but it
how
is
they
after
are
the challenge,
challenging
because it's different,
Allah?
because
Hold on,
if
hold
it
on.
was before the challenge, it would be have different circumstances.
Okay, listen,
but
listen, listen.
When the challenge was accepted, then he appointed those devils. This was just a part
First,
of the challenge.
okay, okay. Well, first of all, there's no challenge. You can show me the verses and we will laugh. Secondly, you will see. Let us say I challenge you, and then you appoint me. Please speak as an adult. You know, I talk to you in respect, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I appoint you. I appoint you, and you accept my appointment. So how there's a challenge between us? You accept. I appoint you. I appoint you to go right now to Washington D.C. and you accept. That's mean you work for me. You are not challenging me. You just accept. I appointed you. I am the one who appointed you. Who is the one who appointed Shaitan to the prophets? Allah. So who is the one in charge of the Shaitan? Allah. Who is the one is
But when you
obedient?
make the appointment, then you also give the timestamp when the appointment is happening.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
You give
matter.
when-
Doesn't matter.
when-
Shaitan is a Shaitan. Okay, hold on. Is Shaitan is an angel or is a Shaitan? At this moment when Allah he appointed Shaitan, is he a good person or he's a Shaitan still?
So what Allah wanted is Allah wanted the humans to have free will, and for this they needed repentance when they sin.
Okay,
So
hold
he
on.
used it
Hold on.
as
Hold
a
on.
source.
What, what do you mean repentance when they sin? Isn't it hadith says that Allah he wrote the sin of Adam for him before he created him?
Yes.
Okay,
Because
so
he wanted that
so
to
for-
happen. And he
okay,
wanted Adam
so
to
Allah, okay, Allah he wanted you to do commit sin.
No, yes, so we could repent. He wanted
Okay,
Adam to repent.
so look at guys, look at the logic. Look, okay, hold on.
Wait. Okay, let me finish, and then you go. So Allah said in the hadith, he said, the sin entered the world. If Adam didn't sin and didn't repent, he would make another creation.
Right. Okay, we will show this hadith because this hadith will prove to us that Allah is a Shaitan. Guys, look what he said. He said that if you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you. Correct? Did you say that?
What do you mean? Say again?
The hadith you quote for me, it's saying, if you don't commit sin, Allah will destroy you. Is that correct?
He would create you. He wouldn't create you.
No, he will destroy you.
But we weren't in existence.
And he will replace you with people who commit sin. Is that correct?
People who commit sin and repent.
It doesn't matter. So you have to commit sin, otherwise Allah will be angry, correct?
He knew Adam would sin.
No.
That's why he
Read
created-
the hadith. No. Don't. It's not about he. It's not about he know. He wrote the destiny of Adam 40 years before he created him. Yes or no?
But he didn't mean that if Adam didn't sin, that he would create another creation.
Okay.
He
Okay.
just
Let us see.
did it as
Read the hadith.
example.
Okay. Then read the hadith in the screen. Read the hadith in the screen.
Let me open the screen then,
Hmm.
brother. I respect you, man. Inshallah, if you find the truth, your name would change to Christian
I
Muslim.
became a Muslim already, my friend, because I made an order in Amazon for 4 women.
You changed the prince to king, Muslim king.
Yeah, and then we will do breastfeeding for adult all over. Me and you, we go and we take women and we do breastfeeding. Okay, now read the hadith for me.
Alright, let me read, brother.
Hmm.
Let me see. So by him in whose hand is my life, if you were not to commit sin, Allah would sweep you. Oh, this is the Quran, huh?
My friend, read and explain. Let us laugh together.
Right.
Right.
It's not cool that you putting heavy stuff on me. You know.
So now you wanna cry? You call me to refute me. Now you wanna cry? What heavy stuff? This is very light. It's very simple. It says if you don't commit sin, what Allah will do?
He would sweep you out of existence.
Okay, is that logical? Is that right? Is that fair?
Now this is just like he didn't mean this. It was just like,
Allah, he said that, but he don't mean that. He means something else. What he meant?
it's like a father saying to his wife, if the baby didn't come out of you, we would make another one.
Hey baby, come out, baby. What do you mean come out? Then I'll come out of you. Is that a garage? What are you talking about? Listen, Allah saying, if you don't commit sin, I will destroy you. So what the reason to destroy you? Not committing sin. He want people who commit sin and ask for forgiveness. Your God Allah is mentally ill. He have an echo problem. He like people to say, please Allah, please forgive us. So if they do not commit sin, they will not say, please Allah, forgive us. So he want people to say commit sin so they can kiss his ass and kiss his shoes. Please forgive us. So Allah, he in favor of people who commit sin. He don't like people who they are good and not sinners.
No, because he didn't want the creation to be having what's called free will. He wants creation to have
what a free will. Hold on. Where is the free will? Here we go. Hold on. Those people. Hold on. There's no free will. Hold on. Are you drunk? It's here. It says if you don't commit sin, he will destroy you. Here is the free will. I don't want to commit sin. Allah will destroy me if they don't commit. So there's no free will. He is saying the opposite. He will destroy you if you don't commit sin, not the opposite. Where is the free will? And now he will replace us with people who commit sin. So and here, by the way, this is a proof Islam to be false, because why Allah he destroys supposedly the people of Noah?
But it doesn't say in general. It only
Answer
says
me,
the
please.
specific
Why
Adam
Allah?
when he commits
Why
sin.
Allah? Why Allah? Okay, why? Hold on. Why Allah destroy the? Why Allah destroy the people of Noah?
Noah? You mean when the ark happened, right?
Yeah.
Because they were wicked.
Yeah.
They were wicked.
Okay, but Allah here is saying, I want you to be wicked.
No, it says Adam, the specific Adam, not the world.
What
After Adam, he wants people to repent. That's
what
why.
Adam? What Adam? No. This is about the. He's talking to the people. If you were not, you are not commit sin, he will replace you with people, not a man. This is not about Adam. Same time.
No, but if Adam sins, then his descendants will also sin.
So you believe now in the original sin?
Yes, but I believe it's the original repentance. It's not the original sin. It's the original
Okay, let me
repentance.
ask you. Let me ask you. Adam he commits sin. How Allah he forgive him?
When what you mean? How Allah forgive him?
How Allah he forgive him? Did Allah forgive him before he kicked him out from heaven, or after?
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 No, before.
Before. So why he kicked him out from heaven?
To the world. Because
guys, Allah, Adam, he looked at the up to the sky. He saw the throne of Allah and written the name of Muhammad. He said to Allah, please Allah, forgive me for the sake of Muhammad. Allah said to Adam, what? How you know about Muhammad? I did not even create Muhammad yet. Adam, he said, Allah, I saw. Hold on. Let me tell the story. Adam, he said, Allah, I saw the name of Muhammad in your chair, and by that I know he must be very dear to you. Huh?
Alhamdulillah, yeah, he saw the name of Muhammad.
Okay, why that? Okay, so Adam, he said to Allah, forgive me for the sake of Muhammad. How Adam, he speak Arabic, he can read?
Allah made him read. Of course, Allah made him speak. How did he speak?
So he is born right away. Okay, hold on. Now,
but
Allah, Allah, he forgive Adam. Why Allah he kick him out from heaven after he forgive him?
Because this is what happened. Yeah, so Adam sinned, and then Allah wanted this to happen, and then he repented, and then he completed the circle, and then it was time when he repented. That was the time.
So Allah kicked Adam from heaven as a punishment or not?
Because he repented, and that was the thing Allah wanted from us, and now repentance entered the world.
So Allah he wanted from us to repent. Why he kicked him out from heaven? Abdul, listen. He repent. Why he kicked him out from heaven?
We wasn't made to. We was made to live in this earth, right?
No, because Adam was created in heaven, not on earth.
Brother, Allah wanted.
Abdul, listen. The Muslim believe that the garden of Adam was in the sky, not in the earth.
I don't care what people specifically believe, brother.
No, it's not up to you. Here, the verse in front of you saying that it says, "Get down, all of you." So he was where in heaven, in the sky. Get down. Do you see? Listen. Does it say get down? Does it say get down? When you say get down to somebody, that means he's up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so get down from where?
From this place, from heaven.
Okay, so he was in heaven.
Yes.
So heaven is not on the earth, and he did not create him to be in the earth because simply he created him in heaven. Otherwise, he will create him in the earth.
What does Quran say about the heaven and earth and that Allah split that together out of each other?
What does this have to do with this? No, but this is after Adam created. Adam, last thing to be created. Adam, according to your prophet, he created him Friday afternoon. Do you want to show you? And even the Quran says, وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ عَجُولًا, and the human being, he was ever hasty. Why? Because Adam, when Allah was creating him, Adam, it was sunset. So Adam, he says to Allah, hey Allah, finish me before the sunset. And then Allah, he finished him fast. This is why Adam is not perfect according to Muhammad. And this is the verse in front of you, chapter 17, verse number 11. If we go in the hadith, we will find Muhammad saying the following.
Yeah.
I want you to read with me.
Let me open this.
I want you to read the hadith for me.
Wait, let me close the window because there are many noise of cars and outside it's coming. Wait, give me a second.
When Allah, he created Adam, and be careful when you read this thing because you will get your prophet busted. Are you there? What happened? Did he go? Where you go? Yes, truth. When Allah he created, okay, when Allah he created Adam, and where?
Can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me, brother?
I hear you. When Allah he created Adam, when and where?
So Allah created Adam sallallahu alaihi wasallam in heaven.
So you agree in heaven. Now read this hadith with me.
Yes. Oh wait, let me mute my sound. Yes. Right. Which one?
This is
Just open.
Sahih Muslim.
Yes. Allah the exalt. Can you read for me? You got a beautiful voice, mashallah.
Like Jibreel is speaking. Oh yeah. Allah the exalted, the glorious, created the clay on Saturday and created the mountains in Sunday, and he created the trees on Monday, and he created all things entirely in labor in Tuesday, and he created the light in Wednesday, and then he caused the animals to spread in Thursday, and he created Adam after noon Friday.
At the Asr on Friday, the last creation of Allah, at the last hour of the...
What do you think about this?
What should I think about this?
Do you agree with this?
Yeah, it is what it says.
Okay, let us go. Let us count me and you. It says here that Allah created the clay in Saturday. This is day number 1. Do you agree?
Allah created the clay, yes.
All right. That's wonderful. This is day number 1. We will type 1 next to it. And then Allah, he created the mountains in Sunday. This is day number 2. Right?
Yes.
Okay. That's wonderful. And then Allah created the trees on Monday. This is day number 3, correct?
Yes.
And then he created entire labor on Tuesday. This is day number 4. And then he created the light in Wednesday. This is day number 5.
Yes.
All right. And then he created the animals in Thursday. This is day number 6.
Yeah, but what are you trying to do with the...
Hold on. You will see what I'm trying to do. Hold on. You said I have a beautiful voice, right?
Yes.
And Allah created Adam in the day of a Friday. That is 7.
Yes.
And you said you agree with this. Are you sure you still agree?
Yeah.
But isn't it the Quran says Allah created everything in 6 days, and then in the day number 7 he went to the sky and he rest? He sat in the chair.
After Asr on Friday, the last creation of the last hour of the hours of Friday. Because Adam was spread onto great Adam, peace be upon, after Asr on Friday 7.
Muhammad here, you're a prophet. Muhammad here is doing poo-poo.
Well, is this Sahih?
Yeah, this is Sahih. This is Sahih Muslim. It's called Sahih Muslim. The book name is Sahih Muslim. So imagine the book name is Sahih and it's not Sahih.
So you got the Al-Qur'ani Kareem, right? It's 100% correct what we believe. And then you got the Hadith, which is 50%.
Okay, I wanna go to the Quran. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Specific is false.
Okay, so if the Hadith contradict the Quran, is false.
That specific one, yes.
Okay, well the Quran says you do mut'ah. The Hadith says don't do mut'ah no more. Which one you take?
Wait, what? Quran says, no more. That's me like no more.
No more. Okay. I will go with you.
So don't do it.
So we should take always the Quran over the Hadith. Do we agree?
Yes, but if the Hadith says no more, then you have
hold on.
Something.
Hold on. In the Hadith in front of us, Allah created the light in Wednesday. Allah created the man. According to the Quran, which one Allah created first? The stars or the trees and the mountains?
You tell me.
No, you tell me. You are the Muslim, not me. My name is not Abdul. It's you, Abdul.
No. I want you to give da'wah to yourself, brother.
Don't worry about me. I'm making thousands and thousands of Muslims leave Islam every day. The question is for you. I want an answer. Which one Allah created first? The stars, the sky, or the earth and whatever in it? The trees, the water, the animals, or the stars? Which one Allah created first?
Anything. He can create anything what he wants.
This is not the question. You see, you have to answer the question. You see, this will happen now. You are scared to answer. According to your God, if we go right now to Google, you can search Google. Which one Allah created first?
All right. Give me a second, brother.
Okay.
Give me a second, brother. Let me see. And this.
Are you there?
Yes. I'm not running. Don't be. I'm not running.
Okay. No, you cannot run. Where you will go? I will send Jibreel after you. He will squeeze you 3 times like the Prophet, and no mayonnaise will come from you.
brother. So I type in Google creation of Allah, but I can't find it. If you maybe bring it out, it would be better.
Okay, I will search for you. Look like you are in purpose trying not to find anything. Is that the case?
Find the truth. I have the truth, inshallah. I want to spread the truth, man.
Okay, let us see if you really want the truth or not. Okay. In chapter, I want you to open with me. Chapter 2, my keyboard. I think I need to change my keyboard. In chapter 2, verse number 29, read in the screen with me, please.
Yes.
Okay. It says the following. I will put it for you on the screen. It is He who created for you that is all that on earth. And then He went to the heaven and He made them 7 skies. What does that mean?
Wait. Yeah. He it is who created for you all that on earth, and then He Israel rose over towards the heaven and made them 7 heavens, and He is the all-knower of everything.
Which one created first?
Oh, made them in 7 heavens. I know.
What? No, it's clear in front of you. Which one Allah created first?
Wait, let me go to the live. What you mean? It says in 7. It doesn't say the first day.
It says He created everything for you on earth, and then what then mean when you say then? Then He made 7 heavens.
And then He rose over towards the heaven and made them 7 heavens.
Okay,
and
so which
He
one?
is
Which one is the one finished first?
the earth.
The earth. Okay. If we go to this verse in the Quran here, you will see Allah saying something strange.
Wait, I don't get it. Does this verse say? No, I'm serious. Does it say?
You want to take your
earth
word
is
back? I
created
will help you.
before the
Okay,
heaven?
hold on. What?
Does it say the earth is before the heaven created?
Doesn't say?
Like,
Okay.
does it say the earth is created before the heaven?
Okay. We will confirm that in different verse. In this chapter, chapter 41, verse number 9. It says Allah the one who created the earth for you in 2 days, correct?
Where?
Chapter 41, verse number 9.
So, yes, do you?
What? Is it hard? Okay, 2 days. And
2
then
days.
after that, what He did, the second thing He did is He placed the mountains in the top of the earth, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the second thing is He placed the mountain. The third thing is what He did, He put the sustenance of the dwellers, which means the trees, the grass, etc. All those things. And then all of this took Him 4 days. Okay, so 2 days plus 4 days, how many?
6.
Okay, and then He went to the heaven, and then it was a smoke, which means there's nothing, smoke. And then He said to the earth and the heaven, come both willingly or unwillingly, which is very funny. And then He completed and finished them, their creation, as 7 heavens.
So brother,
and then hold
can I
on,
say
and
something?
then hold on, and then
Can I interrupt? Real quick.
the last thing, no, the last thing Allah He did was He created the stars, correct?
Yes.
The last thing, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so how in this verse here in the Quran Allah is saying the opposite? Let us go to different verse in the Quran and we will see.
Can I explain? Can I explain in just 2 minutes? In 1
Explain, go
minute,
ahead.
even 10 seconds?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, brother.
Hmm.
So it says. So let me bring it like this as story. So let me say I'm 28 years old. I've been playing football, not soccer, but I mean the football, you know, soccer, what you guys call soccer, for 22 years, and I've been playing basketball for 18 years. So if I add that up, it says 40, but I said I'm 28. So I'm not saying, like, it could be in the same time also. Could also be
My friend, that will work if you are not saying then. Do you see the word then? You speak English, don't you?
Yeah,
if we change, even if we change the translation, it says then after that, because in Arabic it says clearly after that. So here, thumma stawa ila sama.
Brother, can you bring the Arabic of this verse and tell me if it really says then? Because I'm not Arabic, I'm Kurdish, man. I don't know Arabic, man.
No problem. You are a Kurdish. Here we go. It says thumma.
Yeah, it's so bad.
There's a Muslim. He is an Arabic teacher. He says in his video, thumma is a word which mean something happened while after, long after, not right away. So thumma, that's mean then after that, which means long after that or a while after that, these things happen. And even your Muslim translation saying that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So when we say then, that's mean the last thing was, it was what? Creating the stars, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. If we go here in this chapter, chapter 79, and we read it from verse number 28 or verse number 27. Are you more difficult to create, or the heaven that He constructed? He raised it high, and he has equal order for it. It is night has covered, and with darkness afternoon, which means he gave it the light, he created the light. The translation is kind of funny. And after that he spread the earth, and after that he made the water, and after that he did with the mountains. But this is totally the opposite from what he said in the previous verse. In the previous verse, Allah created the earth first, and after that he put the mountains, and after that he made the water and substance, and after that he finished from the earth and he went to the heaven, and after that he made the day, and after that he made them 7 heaven. Actually, this one should be moved to the last, and then he created the stars. So which one of them is correct? You said to me, if a hadith contradict the Quran, we reject the hadith, but this is Quran contradicting Quran. We go back here, chapter 41. Chapter 41. Your prophet talking. Allah created the earth in 2 days. In 2 days. Then he placed their mountains. We go to the other one. Allah created first the sky. He finished the sky. He made it rise above. He made the day and the night, which means the stars are made. And then after that he went to go to work in the earth, and after that he put water, and after that he put mountain. But here it says the opposite. The first thing he created the earth in 2 days, and after that he put the mountains, and after that he put sustains for the earth, and after that he went to the sky. So which one?
Blind, man. I'm getting deaf, man. After. Yes, I know. But brother, we were talking about Adam sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
My friend. No, we are talking about the stupidity. No. I mentioned to you Adam. You said to me, no. We are talking about Adam. Hold on. You see, you're going crazy now. You're going panic. Yes, listen. The reason we jump here, the reason we jump here, because you said to me, if a hadith contradict the Quran, we reject it. I'm showing you that all the Quran contradict the Quran, so we did not change the topic. So which one Allah created first? Adam, the stars, the earth, the water. What kind of God? You don't remember which one he created first? Did you decide to leave Islam?
Brother,
what brother? What? Isn't it clear? Be honest with me. Isn't it a clear contradiction? Even a donkey, he will see it. And I'm sure you are not a donkey. You are a horse, at least for now. So what you will do? Isn't it the Quran says if this book is not from Allah, you will find a lot of contradiction in it? Correct? Did he say that?
I want to be a lion.
You want to be a lion?
This verse that,
as long you are a Muslim, as long you are a Muslim, the maximum you will be a lizard. So answer me, because here we go. You are trying now to be a lizard. You are hiding between the rocks, and you don't want to answer. It's a clear evidence that Muhammad is bringing contradiction, claiming that Allah.
You guys talk about lizards and stuff, man. What you mean by lizard?
But I mean by lizard, your prophet, he says the lizard are the enemy of Allah, and they try to burn Abraham. So now you are trying to burn Abraham. Yeah, I can show you the reference. You want to show you? What?
A lizard. Lizard.
What?
You talk about lizard?
Yes. And don't change the topic first. We will go to the lizard. The Quran says the Quran says why they cannot consider the Quran, why they cannot understand it. If this book is not from Allah, they will find a lot of contradiction. Correct? So the Quran told us if this book is not from Allah, is not from the true God.
That's a falsification test for us who don't know the Arabic language.
I know Arabic language. Stop playing the game. And who care about the Arabic language now? This is your Muslim translation. There's no way they will. It says in front of you which first, which second. Even this one, you need Arabic now. Well, I speak Arabic. Bring me somebody speak Arabic. Stop lying to yourself. You see, I am speaking to you, and I'm expecting from you to be a respectful person. But you are not respecting yourself, because what does this have to do with Arabic and English now? We can read the interpretation. You can do whatever you wish. And this is your Muslim. I asked you what translation you like. You told me it doesn't matter. So now suddenly the translation does matter. So what we will do? How this book can be from God, but this God, he did not remember which one he created first.
Yeah, if that's true, that's a contradiction then.
It's true. I'm showing you. You know what? I want you to take a week after you go now, and check it. And about the lizard, here we go. Your prophet says Allah apostle to order to kill salamander. Okay, why Allah prophet he ordered to kill Mr. Salamander? He said because Abraham, he was the salamander. He is the only animal who was trying to burn Abraham. All the animals, they were like putting water in Abraham to try to cut the fire, except Mr. Salamander, lizard.
When Ibrahim was throwing his fire.
Oh yeah, and really you believe that Salamander trying to burn a prophet? Do you really believe in this?
I want to say something, but maybe you think I'm crazy or something, man.
You are crazy already. You are a Muslim.
Let him say this. Let me say it. Let me say it.
Okay.
Maybe Satan used a salamander.
No, but your prophet, he says kill salamander. He did not say kill shaitan. So this little tiny animal, which is not even 2 inch, he was burning Abraham, and now we have to do jihad against him.
Oh my god! Hey, that's scary, man. I don't. Looks like a snake.
This is not a snake. This is salamander, a small, tiny one.
Yeah,
in the picture.
With hands.
You can put it in your hand. You know, they are very small. What?
Oh, these animals are poisonous.
It's not poisonous. Salamander is not poisonous. What are you talking about?
That's a different one.
Now tell me why. You know, and even your prophet, he says, if you kill it from the first arrow or first shot, Allah will give you extra. Even the Jaigo. Do you like the Jaigo? Gaigo? Yeah. Here we go. Our apostle, he ordered to kill this insect. Why? This animal. Why?
Well, in one strike, arrow.
Yeah, not arrow. I mean, one shot. If you shoot him from the first shot and you kill him, like you use your shoes, maybe.
Oh.
Why Allah will give you extra reward if you kill it?
Maybe. This comes in my mind. So it will feel less pain, but if you kill him in 2 shots, that means he suffered.
Okay, but he said, no, he told us already why. He said because he tried to kill Abraham before God. The purpose of killing this animal because he's trying to burn Abraham. Have you ever be honest with me? Have you ever have a fight with a lizard?
A lizard, man. I had a gecko when I was younger. Many years.
Did he try to burn you alive because he's evil?
No, it was cool. It was cool, man. It was.
So why the prophet he wanna kill him? Why he ordered to kill it?
It was cool. No, but it doesn't say gecko.
It says that. Here we go.
Lizard in the desert, man.
Here we go. Read it.
No. You got different animals there.
Okay, read it. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Do you see it? Do you see it?
This one.
All of them. Here we go.
Not all of them, because those are different in Arabia.
My friend, okay, different in Arabia. It's a lizard. It's a secondly, hold on. Let me ask you. Can a lizard burn a human being?
No.
Okay, how this happened then to this Geigo or lizard? He was burning Abraham.
He didn't burn Adam. He just prevented Adam.
No, it says here. This is Sahih Bukhari. It says that the salamander he blew the fire on Abraham. Does it say that?
Blew the fire? Yeah, because if
can a salamander blow fire on you?
No, man, that's only some Chinese shit, man.
Dragon. Did you say shit about your prophet words?
No, stuff.
You, this is what you said. I just heard you. I just heard you. Don't deny. Read with me this story here. A woman entered upon Aisha, and in her hand was an Aaron footed stick. Who was the one who have that? Aisha. She said, "What is this?" Aisha, she said, "It is for those Gaigo, because the Prophet of Allah told us that they were nothing that did not try to extinguish the fire for Abraham, except of this animal. So he told us to kill it." Do you see it? All the animals, they start putting water in Abraham, except the Gaigo. So what we would do now? Do you believe in this or you don't? And look, the story repeats all over.
But I see this is the first time I see this.
Always when you talk to me first time, each time. And now, okay, let's go back to zero. So Allah did not remember which one he created first, the earth or the heaven, the sky or the earth, the stars or the water, the mountains or the stars.
Talk about Adam. We're gonna talk about Adam. That was zero. I called you because of that Adam topic. I didn't know about this topic. I gotta ask my scholars, man.
Take care. So you don't want to answer. I got. You are just being dishonest, and there's no point of talking to someone is being dishonest. I gave you all the time, all the attention. I'm being patient with you, but now you are acting like a kid. It doesn't matter what we are talking about. You are the one who says to me, if something contradicts the Quran, we will not take it. I just showed you that the Quran contradicts the Quran, because you are the one who mentioned that, trying to escape the truth. All right? Very simple way to prove Quran to be a false book. And this God, he do not remember which one he created first, the stars or the mountains and the trees and the water. Very simple. All right? So you don't want to be honest. Why I want to talk to you? There's no point. You can lie. Are we going to lie to each other like until tomorrow or next year? I'm not here to lie. I don't want to do that. This is not my game. I say something, I show the proof right away. Right? You know obviously that this is stupid. Your prophet is fabricator. He's a liar. He's not truthful. And you don't want to face the truth. This is your business. Stay as a Muslim. Stay believing in the lizard who want to kill people and burn them. Lizard is very useful creature if you have it around your home, because he will kill for you all harmful insects. He will not hurt you. Very good. He will kill spiders. He will kill a fly. He will eat mosquitoes. Why you want to kill the lizard? That is stupid. Yeah, I'm tired. I did not sleep since yesterday. I up in the morning. I tried to go live, but then I said I felt like my head really is heavy, because my head is heavy, by the way. It's full. It's not like a head of Muhammad. There's nothing there except images of women and men. And speaking about images of men and women, what about this hadith here? Let's find it. Muhammad, he claimed that in the heaven of Allah, there's a market. In this market, there's nothing to sell and nothing to buy except images of men and women. This is a prophet of God, Playboy magazine. And if a man he desire to have sex with any of those images, he jump inside the image and he have sex with it. The customer is a man. The magazines are what? Images of men and women. Men and women. Who is the customer? A man. Which means Muhammad is teaching us that we will be bisexual. The man is, if he like an image of what? Image either of a man or image of a woman. If you don't believe me, here we go, it's in front of you. Images of men and women. Who is the customer? A man. Only men are the customer. This is Islam? Yes, this is Islam. Anyway, I'm done for today, my friend. I want to say, guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to download the video, share it with your friends, because the video will not stay here for long. And don't forget You can cut it pieces as you wish. You do whatever you wish with it. Cut it pieces, topic. Like now this hadith here we spoke about. You can make a video for 3 minutes. You can cut the conversation of this guy and post it. Show the world how stupid this cult. Do help us so we can help you. I'm doing my part. I'm doing work. I mean, it's really extremely tiring. How many hours since yesterday I spoke live on air? I mean, my day is gone. Seriously, I did not even sleep. So, and even after I finish, I go and work on my books. And you know, we have the translation for Deception of Allah in Russian is done. So we hope soon is going to be out. And the Spanish book for translation for Quran and Science, I'm working in the cover, and soon will be out. So I hope things, you know, God is good, and the Lord, He provides us always with the good ones who support us, and they do the good work. And you know, God is great. You know, we are being successful. People leave in Islam left and right. They try to deny. This guy himself, he himself now, he is facing a very big dilemma in his life. He saw it, he know it, and he is not a stupid. He knew that Islam is a stupid. So for how long you will resist? A day, a 2, a week? Try. You just saw it with your own eyes. You try to kill it, you cannot. You cannot. The truth will set you free. And the only truth is my Lord the Messiah. This is garbage, what we see in front of us. This is nothing but satanic. This is have nothing to do with God. God is not going to print magazines for sex. God is not a Playboy Mansion guy. God is holy. This is not holiness. This is garbage. This is a shame. This is sick. How even can you? And by the way, anything they don't like, they will say to you it is da'if. But just to let you know, even da'if is accepted, because this is why it's called da'if. Da'if, it means it has a rank. It's called da'if for it has a rank. The one it does not have a rank, they'll throw it away. And that's why they have it in their book. Those are 6 hadith, 6 books. As-Sihahu Sitta, the 6 authentic books of hadith. And those stories are written in the 6 authentic books of hadith, which means those are the most authentic books for Muslims. Yet anything is embarrassing, they will say to you, we don't accept it. I like that. It's a good sign that you are feeling the embarrassment of following Muhammad. You see, I will never say Jesus did not say that, because nothing of what he said making me feel, there's no embarrassment to believe in Jesus' words. But you Muslims, because your prophet brought nothing but shame, you keep saying, I don't agree with this. I don't believe in this. This is fabricated. Why? Because it's full of shame. Every verse written, Jesus said, I believe in it, and I will never say this is not accepted. The second I say that, that's mean I am not a believer. But Muslims are being hypocrite. They are picking up what they like so they can save themselves from facing the truth, and the truth is ugly. The truth is ugly. That Islam is a cult, and you are fooling yourself. And this God, he cannot be God. This is a pimp. This is a pimp, and I will not follow a pimp. Those who follow God, they follow God. You know, once somebody asked me, he says, you've been in America for long years, so do you go to striptease club? I said, I never been in one all my life. He said, why? I said, the fleas go to the garbage, and the bees, they go to the flower. Everyone goes where he belongs, and we belong to the Messiah. This is garbage. The fly will go to this garbage. Everyone goes where he belongs. So choose to be what you want to be, and you go where you belong. You belong to Muhammad, this is Muhammad. You belong to Jesus, go to Jesus. Thank you guys for being here. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. and thank you very much. Bye-bye.